What's going on, people? Welcome to Football Carnage, and we are back with another episode of Chaos right here for you on the channel. Number 14, I believe. So, look, these are starting to pile up when I actually think about it. But now, look, big up to everybody that's watching. Shout out to the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and don't forget to go to everyone's channel who's on the panel and support them as well. Links are going to be in the description, but their names are also going to be on screen the entire time as well. We had a crazy weekend in La Liga. Real Madrid collecting 3 points, Barça dropping points, Atleti heading into the international break, winless, and the transfer window is wrapping up. So we got a lot of stuff to get into, right? Shout out to my guy Football Matrix, big up Dali FC, Barça Volume, Blancos, and Warrior Cooler. Don't worry, Omar and Jonas, they will be here. They're not ducking any smoke. So what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
Oh, just great, mate. Yeah, man, raise your hands if your club is top of the league now.
September FC coming in.
Hey, you mark my words. I was gonna say that right now. You guys can have your victory lap. I'll let it slide.
Have your one day fame, man.
I mean,
one day. Oh, I'm gonna milk it the whole week, mate.
I will say something, Will. As you know, last time I give a couple of details, so I'm gonna do the same this time. So, Barcelona, out of the last 5 games, they've only won once at Vallecas. So, just for reference, so also Real Madrid, right? They're the new leaders of La Liga. So Real Madrid has the most matches as La Liga leader, the most match days as La Liga leaders with 1,138. Barcelona has only 836.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
That was some type of bullshit, Mamada.
Top of La Liga, bro.
Hold
Hey, look.
it for now, Barca volume. Hold it, Mamada, for now. Yeah. Barca
Collecting the
fans,
3
hold it
points
for
is
now.
not for everyone. That's all that I was, trying to say with that video. But now, I mean, look, aside from that, though, everybody good?
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
Amazing.
A bit sick,
Barca
but
down,
otherwise
Barca
good.
down. Finally, Barca fans. Finally.
It's crazy. How are you guys
Backline
celebrating?
will get exposed.
Matrix.
I told you that backline will get exposed. You didn't want.
You know, today's
I
one of those.
told you.
Today's one of those episodes. I'm gonna have everyone have their victory lap, and then I'll be the voice of reason
Yeah.
at the end.
I mean, only 3. By the way, mind you guys, the game, the La Liga only started like this is game week 3.
Mabara, nobody's saying that
don't
we will
celebrate
win
too
the La
much.
Liga. No one is saying we're gonna
yeah.
win the La Liga. But when the opportunity
I mean, you
comes
acting like
to
it.
cook Barca,
Hold
you
on,
gotta
hold on.
take it.
Matrix, I'm not going to lie. See, this is where you got to speak for yourself. I said we're winning La Liga. You got to speak for yourself. We're winning La
season is
Liga, in
crazy.
my opinion.
This
See,
So
Yeah,
do
you
you
did.
already
everybody
want-
else-
Yeah, you did.
You already
if
won it.
everybody else wants to be a bit reserved, that's fine. That's fine.
The season
Not
is
me.
long.
I'm
It's
glad
early
this
war.
show,
We
I'm
trust.
glad this show's on Monday because it's overreaction Monday today.
I mean, but it's Mondays and Fridays. So,
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But we're
okay,
having
now
this
look,
show
fair
on
enough.
Monday.
You guys definitely got cooked, though. But I don't want to
Bad.
get straight into it. See, because I don't want by the time Jonas and Omar join, now we're talking about Real Madrid. So I'm going to push the Barca topic a little bit, right? Let's actually look at some transfer talk.
Let all
right?
the
Because
victims join first.
today
Let all
is the
victims
deadline, and the window is damn near over. I think it's already closed in the Premier League, but I think in La Liga, at the time of me saying this, it's about 50 minutes left. Now,
Yes.
I'm not expecting either of our clubs to do any madness. I don't think there's going to be a late signing that's a huge game changer or anything like that. But I mean, how would you say that you guys are feeling for the transfer business from Real Madrid and Barcelona? Like, are you guys satisfied or?
Well, Madrid should be. Barcelona shouldn't. Because Barcelona, first of all, what I would say is that before anybody says anything, like even on the chat today for the Blaugrana chat that we have, is like people. The couple guys were there like saying, "Well, it's our fault. We didn't sign a CB. We didn't sign a CB." And my thing was like, okay, how are you going to register him? Because we don't have we're barely like we can't even register Rooney Bardi to save our life. So has to be Real Madrid because Real Madrid has the money. They have the cap space. They had all the cars. They were holding all the cars to have a better offseason, have a better transfer window overall. I think that did incredible, man. If you look at Carreras, for example, I wasn't so, and I texted you. Well, you remember this. You have to remember this
You
because
texted me too. I remember this.
if you get Carreras, and that was even before this chat even existed. I said, if you get Carreras, man, that guy, I like him a lot. And I said, you know what? I think he's done a very good job on Lamine Yamal. And I think you kind of texted me back saying like you didn't really rate him or something like that. You probably don't remember that.
No. I do. Like you rated him.
I rated him very highly because he played extremely well against Lamine, and he's probably going to have his way against Lamine the way he's playing right now. Lamine is not playing his best. We'll have to see how that matchup is going to go. I think one time Lamine had his way. The other two times it was actually Carreras who playing extremely well. I had Carreras as my man of the match for Real Madrid game. Did a little bit of a reaction thing on my channel. I mean, I think he's playing incredible. I still can't believe how he saved that from Mallorca. Mallorca was about to score, man. Like,
no, don't worry, bro. Like, we'll get into that.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
too.
saying. It's as far as the
well.
transfer window, though, I think Real Madrid is just miles better than Barca in that regard.
Can I ask you?
Said, you can go, Blancos. Wow.
Oh, sorry, man. Just one quick thing. I want to ask you both: Are you disappointed? Because are you disappointed that you didn't get in a striker and the defender that Ingo Martinez is not there? Because I think Ferran. Because I think if you have to rely on, because I think Lewandowski don't really have the legs in what I Matrix said on my channel to start week in week out. Do you think that and Martinez not being there could be an issue for you guys this season?
Yeah, I mean, in regards to Martinez, yes, but I already knew from the start that we were never going to sign a striker this summer. Like, I think everyone, even Laporta, maybe said that like Lewandowski, will be his last season, so we have to rely on Lewandowski, Ferran Torres, and maybe potentially Rashford going there. But Martinez, losing him is a big miss, man. And we already saw that last weekend or yesterday.
I mean,
Look at that picture, bro.
I mean, yeah, people will say that, and this whole thing with Inigo Martinez, I guess we'll never know because he's not here to. We're not here to see him this season. But even he said it. Like, I'm not up for playing the kind of schedule that Europe is demanding, right? So like, two of my red flags going into the season were Lewandowski and Inigo Martinez because I thought they both overachieved last season, and I just didn't expect them to have a good season this coming up year. So I still like. We still struggle with Inigo Martinez. A lot of people are going to overreact to that aspect of the game. Now, we do miss that quarterback. We do miss that leader in the backfield. It is a problem right now. I'm not going to be disingenuous, but quite frankly, did we not struggle with Inigo Martinez as well? Especially against like the top teams. We always struggle.
You struggle more. You struggle more now.
A personal issue.
But do you not think you should have at least got a replacement, even though if you didn't have the legs? At least for
but we cannot register.
But we have the players though. Like that's why you have depth. That's why you have Araujo. That's why you have Eric Garcia. That's why you have Christensen. Dude, that's why you have Kubarsi. Like the next man mentality. Like we can't have 5 CB room. We can't have a 5 CB room.
I mean, that's true. But I also think now it's on Hansi Flick to tweak the tactics a bit. You got to tweak a little bit. I'm not saying to completely change your philosophy. I just have
a question. Would you
go on, Danny.
Just a quick question for the Barca guys. Would you rather, knowing now what a Rashford is, would you rather have had a new center back come in than Rashford?
1000%. But what I will say is, if we're gonna have a new center back, I want one of the center backs gone, and I want that money spent on another player that would add depth to that position.
Who would you want gone?
Like Rashford, like hypothetically speaking, like we're talking about it, like if we're like in hindsight, right? Okay, Rashford's not working very well, so why instead of him, maybe we could have gotten for that kind of money, 14 million, we could have gotten Hincapié, for example. We could have gotten Hincapié, offer him a 5-year deal, 4-year deal for that kind of money. And we could have gotten maybe a cheaper, sort of like a Rooney Bargy type of rotational player at the left wing position. So now we have a player in Rashford who we're bringing in the second half because we feel like we have to for that kind of money, and we're taking out one of our assets, which is Rafinha, who's one of the best players last season. He wasn't playing great. I was the first one to criticize, but nonetheless, he had to come out because we had to bring in Marcus Rashford. And in my opinion, that's a mistake.
No, I mean,
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Matrix. Go ahead.
Quickly. I said this on Sam's stream as well last night. I think what happened in the transfer markets for Barca was that You wanted Luis Diaz, yeah? You didn't get Luis Diaz because it was too expensive.
Oh, here we go.
You didn't get Nico Williams because he rejected you, yeah? I think I compared this situation. But imagine you are going to the club, yeah? You are going to the club with your boys on a Saturday night, yeah? You see a 10 out of 10 on the dance floor, which is Luis Diaz. But she's too expensive for you, yeah? So you just give up on her. Then all of a sudden an 8 out of 10 shows up and she flirts with you a bit. You get your hopes up. You're like, maybe I have a chance. You offer her 1 or 2 drinks. And then, at the end of the night, all of a sudden she catches someone else's hand and you see her with another man, You go outside from the club. You're getting desperate now, yeah? The night is about to be over, You are going home empty-handed. You look around, you see a 2 out of 10 on the corner, She's looking at you funny.
2 out of 10 is crazy.
I mean, you know what's
Just
crazy?
mute him already, bro.
The equivalent of Rashford in your scenario is a 2 out of 10, and she has 3 kids.
It's a 4 out of 10.
Emergency, yeah? Emergency. That one is emergency.
It's a 6 out of 10.
No, I think Rashford's more of like a 7 with like 3 kids. Because he looks good on paper. It looks good on paper. It looks good on paper. There's a lot of baggage.
That's a lot of
When she was young, she
All
was
right, now look, fair enough. But guys, look. Maybe we'll get back onto some transfer talk towards the end, right? You know, we were waiting for one of Jonas or Omar. Jonas, don't think because you joined about 14 minutes late that you missed Barca talk, bruv. Don't worry, bro. I was waiting. I was waiting for you, bro.
Whoa, I'm be real. I told you. What did I tell you on the group chat? I said we will be there. Now, I'm not missing. Bro, the thing is, I went live. I gave you the redirect. I had to pick up something, and I just came back live.
Pick up for the redirect, by the way. Notice how a certain fraud is late. Usually Omar is here bro, he's logged in at 4:30. Waiting.
In his defense, he's always late. He was way late last time too.
Nah, look, but before we get into it, big up Mez becoming the newest member of the channel. The badge, I'm pretty sure, look, it looks good next to your name, but I know you're gonna be spamming the Barca emoji in the chat. So L for that. But W member, I appreciate that, bro. But now look, let's get into it, right? Let's just cut out all the little small chit chat. I don't give a fuck about no transfer business, okay? Talk to me about what happened. Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano. I'm seeing VAR wasn't working. I'm seeing a dodgy pen being given, right? Varsa strike once again.
No, that was a clear. That's a
different topic, Will. That's a different topic.
Back line getting absolutely spread apart. I'm seeing Jean Garcia having his Thibaut Courtois impression, masterclass from your goalkeeper, right? Phenomenal performance from him because nobody else. I'm seeing Pedri struggling against Vallecano. They told me
he had a good game. Carnage.
Pedri,
yes,
he was one of our few good players.
The only guy that
Will stop that agenda, brother. He was not bad.
Well, there's so many guys.
You had a good game, mate.
No, the thing about Pedri is he's so good. Even when he has an off game, he's still a 7 out of 10 player. That's just the fact, bro.
But Carnage, be honest though. You could name like
Make-A-Wish kid
midfielder.
Oh my god.
You could hold up. You could have named 6, 7, 8 guys.
Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, Dani Olmo.
If you want to have a discussion about Pedri, go to FootMob and pull it up and let's discuss right now on the screen.
FootMob gave a more rating to Lamine Yamal than Joan Garcia.
And I hated that. I hated that.
He's a fucking fraud.
It's because of
all
the
I'm
goal.
saying is, out of all the players you could have picked, you picked a player who had a mad game, not a player who had a bad game.
I wasn't done, but everybody, people jumped in, so I stopped. Point is, let's talk about it because I think Barca should have lost this game. That's never a pen, 100%. In my opinion.
That is a pen. No, it is.
Okay, why is it a pen, Sam?
It's a penalty.
I've checked the replay. I've checked the replay, and I've checked it from another angle that my man showed. Lamine Yamal, bro, declared his knee. That was a pen. That was a pen.
No.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
It is.
But Lamine Yamal loses the ball. Him and the defender are running for it. He initiates the contact. He puts.
So if I lose the ball, Will,
right in front of the defender.
Will, he did not hit the ball. He hit Lamine Yamal's leg. And with all due respect,
No. Listen what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yes, there's contact. I'm not saying that Lamine Yamal dived. I'm not saying that there's not contact. There is contact. But Yamal loses possession. Him and the defender are running after the ball. Yamal sticks out his left leg, which hits the defenders. So what is the defender meant to do? Float?
No, it is.
Like there's always gonna be. He put his leg right in front of the
If
defender.
it was Mbappé,
Will.
we would have been screaming for a pen. Let's
All right,
just
let
be
me
honest.
tell you something, okay?
By the way,
It's
I'm
a
always
penalty.
objective when it comes to pens. Like
Yeah.
how I said against Levante versus Barca, that shouldn't have been a pen.
All right, so here's the
Like Real Madrid
explanation,
versus
right?
Mallorca, that's
Here-
not a
here's the-
handball.
here's
I'm
the
always
explanation.
objective.
Here's the explanation. I trust Archivo Bar. They're extremely objective, right? They're not perfect by any means, but they are very objective. So I trust them. I actually thought it was a pen because I saw the replay when he got hit. But here's the explanation. It says a bar connection failure takes a toll. And it says Rayo Vallecano, right? Barcelona match. It says Pep Chavarria, right? Wins a position against Lamine Yamal. And after that, the contact occurs between both. It's not a penalty since there's no bar. Busquets Ferrer's decision prevails, but Lamine Yamal kind of loses possession of the ball when that contact, bang, 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 happened. And it shouldn't. To me, I don't think it was a pen. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna make excuses.
First of all, I gotta be honest. I said it like I don't think it's a pen. Like I understand. There's worse penalty givens. The defender was clumsy. Brother, put that down. Just stop sharing that screen. Just put it down. Listen, all I'm saying.
Exactly, Babada. How is VAR stop working? Exactly
that was crazy.
No, you know what it is though.
That was crazy.
That's actually Rayo Vallecano's fault because their owner is very cheap. That guy doesn't pay for the grass. That guy doesn't renovate the stadium. Have you seen their stadium? They got like 2 stands only. So like, dude, when their VAR computer's not working, that's on your president, bro. I'm saying your Wi-Fi not working, bro. That's not my problem. But I'm not gonna lie, the penalty.
What a surprise!
It's a bang bang play, and I'm not gonna lie, the defender was clumsy, but I kind of felt like Lamine Yamal already lost the ball. That's the only thing with me that I don't know if it was a pen because he already lost the ball.
No, it's not a pen. It's
Exactly.
not a pen.
Can I say this? I
already
feel
lost the
like
ball.
if the VAR was there, 100% he would overturn his decision. In my opinion, I think that was very soft, in my opinion as well. I was actually shocked, and the fact that the VAR is not working in this big league, La Liga, is absolutely horrendous.
That's an aesthetic thing that we need to discuss.
Can I ask you one question? What? Moving away from Yamal, what the fuck happened with Dani Olmo in that game? What happened to him?
Yeah, that was a bad game.
Danny Smeagol, Mawada.
That miss he had right before the half finished sums up his whole game. That game, man.
But Sam, I have to tell you something. Danny Olmo, it wasn't just him, but Lamine Yamal.
No, I know, but he was one of the worst ones.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest.
Rafinha
There's 3 guys. Rafinha was horrible. I can't lie. Rafinha, Danny Olmo, and Ferran Torres were horrible, in my opinion. Especially Rafinha and Danny Olmo. I can't even lie.
I understand what you guys are saying, and I know Lamine Yamal is going to get his fair share, and I know he didn't play great. I said it in the post-game show, but listen to this. Lamine Yamal has 2 goals and 3 assists. He has directly participated in 5 out of the 7 goals for Barcelona this season. So if we're going to look at players and we're going to look at people who are at fault here for whatever Barcelona's wounds are right now, Lamine Yamal should be last, okay? Let's just get that out of the way before we keep making that argument. 5 out of 7 goals. Lamine Yamal has been involved in all of them. So the problems have to be somewhere else. And we need to talk about Koundé, who's supposed to be his best ally last season, and now he's just a shell of himself.
He was so sloppy. Miguel, his passing was awful.
Not only him. Eric Garcia did not look comfortable in that centre-back position, in my opinion. The amount of times this guy gave away passes, I feel like 60% of his passes went to Rayo Vallecano. The guy did not look comfortable, even though that's his primarily position. And the fact that Hansi Flick decided to go for Christensen.
Wait, Jonas. Don't ever compare Jude and Olmo ever again in your life, Barca fans. I don't want to hear that shit.
Hold on. From your mouth, Jude Bellingham has had so many stinkers, bro. Bro, waiting for Danny Olmo to say this.
Wait. When Danny Olmo was in Jude's age, he was kicking rocks in Croatia, Mabada. He was playing in Dinamo Zagreb, yeah? Don't ever compare Jude and Olmo ever again. Olmo came onto the scene with 1 good tournament at 26. Jude is not even 22, 23. He's not even 23 yet.
And
So,
bro,
Mawala,
listen,
don't compare
hold
these
on.
two people
Hold on,
with each
hold
other,
on.
please.
Do you remember? Hold on,
Danny
Matrix, do you
Smeagol,
remember?
Mawala, don't bring that Smeagol, my precious here.
I think that
Don't
was
bring
more
that
of a
guy.
Dave argument because we never compared
Yeah.
Jude to Olmo. I think we
Mawala, all
compared.
of you guys put Danny
We
Olmo
talked
in the
about
combined
Pedri
11.
and Jude,
Don't be
not
talking shit.
not Jude
No,
and
no,
Olmo.
to be no, he's
Matrix.
not lying. There was an argument with Olmo.
I
and
know
Bellingham.
because that's when Dave was here.
No, but this is the thing. Matrix.
cook
All
him
right,
too
all right.
if he was
You
here
want to
for
talk
that
about
statement.
all right, but if you want to talk about Olmo, right, and that one tournament, what happened in the final? Bellingham almost equalized off the line. Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo took the Euros away from Bellingham. So
Danny
Mawala,
Olmo did.
Bellingham was playing with
Yeah.
11
Yeah, he
disabled
cleared.
men, Mawala, in the-
He had a clear on Jude Bellingham had a
Alright, hold
shot.
on,
It was
wait,
going
Jonas.
in,
it was
Alright.
going in. Danny
and
almost saved Spain. Why
don't
would I
almost
let
cleared
you
it
do
with his head,
That
right?
was
All right,
Olmo.
all
That
right,
wasn't you,
Jonas.
not Simon.
Jonas, talk to me about the Ecuadorian Dan James that you have running on your left wing. That absolute, yo, bro.
That's crazy. So
I
I
put
don't
some
see
respect on the Ballon d'Or winner. But go on.
Ballon
Yanis.
d'Or. If I dip my nuts in gold, he will have 2 Ballon d'Ors. Mawala, pause. That's the only Ballon d'Or he will get, this guy. Mawala. What Ballon d'Or
That
are
is
you talking
absolutely
about, Mawala?
crazy.
Nah, that's
Please.
wild. But no. To be honest, guys, I have to say it, guys. I think Rafinha and Lamine Yamal are kind of starting to concern me, man. I said it. I think that, and this is why I hate stats. Everybody's saying Lamine Yamal needs to score. Lamine Yamal needs to be a goal scorer. No, you don't. Lamine Yamal last season, whatever you did last season and the year before, that is why Lamine Yamal, I think he's the best player in the world. Lamine Yamal, the reason why I said he's the best player in Europe is not because of goals, bro. When people are saying 9 league goals, I don't care. Because Lamine Yamal, we saw him last year and the year before make right decision after right decision. And I'm kind of feeling that he's getting selfish. I said against Mallorca when we won 3-0, when he scored that banger, and people call me crazy. Brother, Lamine Yamal, I don't like how he's playing. I'm not going to be silent about this. I don't care. Brother, we can speak all day about Ferran and Dani Olmo. Are they world class? No. Let's be honest. Nobody cares. You point to your best players, Rafinha and Lamine Yamal. And then when I go to Rafinha, brother, I just don't know what's wrong with this guy. Like, he just looks off. His touch looks off. And he should have squared it to who is it?
Ferran Torres. Ferran.
Yeah,
Ferran down
that shot. Do you
One
know?
season
Wait,
wonder.
so real
One
quick,
season
Jonas,
wonder.
I actually think that Hansi Flick was talking about him when he
Yeah,
said
most people thought it was
focus.
Lamine, but it was actually Rafinha he was talking about.
Yeah, like that was him, like
I hope
indirectly.
it's Lamine Yamal, bro. Because
Because
you know what it is.
Ferran Torres, he would have had a one. No. I don't think he was
Two
talking
times.
about Yamal.
I remember 2 times.
I think he was talking
Brother.
about Rafinha because that
Bro,
would have
but Carnage.
you
I have
could
to
have
say this.
easily scored that.
But Carnage, I have to say it. No, you know what it is. Rafinha, this is the one game that I've seen him this season be actually selfish. I've seen it like 2-3 times from Yamal.
No. Last season, bro, he had a like 3 or 4 easy goals, and he chose to take a shot, and then he missed. And then we had 2 or 3 players right next to him that could have just had an easy banger. That's not the first
fair enough.
one.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about this season. Like, okay, it is what it is. But Lamine Yamal, I feel like has been, brother, I'm going to be honest. Lamine Yamal needs to be a playmaker. We have already guys like Ferran, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Rashford. All these guys, what are they? They're scorers. You're the only
Scrubs.
guy.
This is what
Bro,
they are.
no,
Scrubs.
listen. All these guys are scorers. Lamine Yamal is the only guy who can dribble 2 guys and put on a great cross. He's the only guy who can make a chance out of nothing.
Is he starting to become too selfish? Do you think?
And this is why, Sam, I have to say football fans are stupid. They only look at stats. They only look
Too
at 9
predictable
goals.
as well.
You bums. You scrubs.
Shots
Brother.
fired at volume.
He's like, chat.
No. I'm not even joking. You guys, this is the problem with football fans. Because now we get a Lamine Yamal that's goal hungry. No. Give me my 9 league Lamine Yamal back. 9 league goals, brother.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Jonas, you actually
that was
cooking.
way better.
Jonas, you know the reason I feel like
Guys,
he became
come
selfish
on,
as well
man.
is
It's
because
freaking
a lot of people are using the 9 La Liga goals against him, and maybe he heard that, so he feels like
Bro,
he has to score more.
Good.
Maybe.
He's reminding me of Vini from last season. So
Exactly.
far.
He actually.
Oh,
bro,
Hey.
Come on,
Matrix.
Matrix.
Haram.
I can't even back that one. I can't. Well,
Can I say this?
Fair. Vinny in the first half was pretty good. Go ahead, Warrior. Go ahead.
Can I say this about the
Yeah.
Rafinha first? It was in the 60th minute, I believe, when he had that miss.
Just
It
terrible,
irritated me because
terrible.
that goal would have been absolutely perfect for the game because that would silence the crowd, absolutely kill the momentum that Rayo Vallecano eventually got later on the game, man. If you just took his time, he roughed it with his weak foot. And the guy, we all know his right foot is absolutely horrendous. I don't know why he took it with his right foot. You could have just trust your body. Look at Ferran, or even take.
He had time to stop. He had time to stop. That's the worst thing. Like, why you're trying to rush, why you're trying to shoot without an angle of your bad foot as well. And when you have a Ferran Torres right there, right in front of the goalkeeper, bro, that's an easy goal. Easy pitch and catch, bro.
Volume. You remember as well later on. Oh my days. Volume.
Danny
You remember
Smeagol,
he had a like he tried to square it to Ferran Torres, but his pass, he overhit the pass. I think it was later on in the half as well.
What about this? What was that marking for Rayo Vallecano's goal in the corner? Who was marking it? No one was marking it.
Yeah,
No, that was Ferran. I saw it. I saw it like 7 times.
I haven't watched it again.
Ferran Torres is literally standing in front of Joan Garcia with nobody on him. Nobody on him. Lamine Yamal, he was in the area, but he had a guy right behind him. So he was kind of like staying there because of him. And Ferran Torres was actually the guy who was there to make that mark, and he was in no man's land. If you go watch that goal again and look at Ferran Torres, only Ferran Torres, is totally his fault. But
I thought it was Lamine's fault.
Let me give it my 2-minute soliloquy on this game, okay? This is literally it boils down to this intensity. I mean, Vallecano had the best version of what Barcelona wanted to do in this game, which is high pressure. And
Volume, you're
play with the
lagging.
high line. They played an open game. They said, you know what, Barcelona, you guys want to play an open game? Okay, let's have an open game. And the intensity that Rayo Vallecano was playing with, every time Barcelona had the ball, go look and how fast Rayo Vallecano was getting into transition and how fast they were getting to marking their men on man, high pressure. Barcelona looked lost. And then even on the midfield, like we had with Pedri, I think Frankie had a good game. You guys, most people don't rate him, but who cares? I think he was actually the best midfielder in this game in particular. And
Omar, it's like some mad noise coming from you, bro.
No, I'm in a car right now. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
in the road.
Anyway, I'm almost here. But listen, man, that's something I just need to say.
I'm in the middle of.
Just said something that just confused me. What game were you watching? Lamine Yamal was literally the guy next to the guy who scored the goal.
I'm not gonna be able to finish my analysis. So what's the?
Okay,
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No,
you just finish.
Go. Finish. I'm back.
Dude, I'm barely talking.
Go ahead, Miguel. Go ahead.
Look, what I'm saying, Will, is Rayo Vallecano played the game too. We played on their terms. They're supposed to play on our terms when we're playing man on man. If we're like I'm saying, like Frankie de Jong had a very good game. I don't think that Pedri had a bad game particularly, but it was just the pressure. If you go back and look and watch, you'll see how slow Barcelona was getting on marks. And when Rayo Vallecano had the ball, they were just literally long ball after long ball after long ball. We were just having a nightmare on that defense. And one thing I thought it was very telling is Hansi Flick, he came up with a super extremely radical back line. He came up with Koundé, who didn't play great. I lost count. I was counting how many balls he was losing, and I just stopped counting at one point. Eddie Garcia, dude, oh my goodness, what a horrendous. Like, he didn't have a particularly bad game, but when it comes to the build-up play, that's what he's supposed to do good. And he was like losing ball after ball after ball, bro. And we just couldn't, man. Like, every time they had the ball, like, we just couldn't create. There was no intensity. Rafinha was a horrendous game. And even after all of that, Dani Olmo has a sitter right there, right in front of him. And the way that that wasn't even close, though. Then Ferran Torres lays one into him outside the box as well, that he could have just laid it in classic Olmo style. And I thought it was actually really close. I looked at the replay and it was like 3 feet away from the goal, bro. Like, it was just a horrendous game all throughout. I think it's worrisome, but I'm not worried so much about the draw because it's a difficult stadium, a difficult place to play. The pitch was crazy bad. But what I am worried about, I sent you a picture on the chat right now. If you want to pull it up, you can pull it up.
The grass is back, my friend.
What I do want to say to end this, this is the last thing I will say.
Go ahead.
Big chances conceded. Real Madrid is number 1 with just 1 chance conceded. Barcelona, on the other hand,
league holders. Okay.
Barcelona, on the other hand,
Okay.
12 chances conceded. 12 chances through 3 games, and they are the worst in La Liga, bro. We are literally the worst defense in La Liga as we stand right now. That's pathetic,
Oh,
bro.
shit. Nah, this
Hey
is
guys, I
mad
have to say
graphic.
this, bro. You know where it is?
I sent you the picture. You can pull it
Yeah.
up if you want. It's a graphic where it shows big chances conceded. Barcelona is dead last, bro. Even Girona is better than us right now with 9. This is pathetic, bro. Utterly pathetic.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's been pretty peak, bro. Yo, Matrix, what you doing, bro?
Can you send me volume? Can you just send the link for like where you got that graphic from?
The link, yeah, I can. I think
Barca
Times tweeted it out. I think.
But why?
Okay. Then I'll get it.
I got it right now, man.
Volume. Both teams played on that.
It's in chat.
Volume. It's not like Rayo Vallecano was running.
Absolutely pathetic, dude. We're the worst team in the freaking league, bro.
No, okay. Well, hey, you know what it is?
Now that's concerning. It doesn't concern me that we drop points. This is not a race. This is a marathon, right? But what does concern me is to be the worst defense in the league. That's really what concerns me.
But did you not expect to be a team that will concede a big
Well, not the worst in the league. No, not the worst in the league. Hell no.
Yo,
look, we're dead last, bro. Dead last.
No. But how many did you expect that you would like have at this stage?
Bro, look at
if we're middle of the table, like compared to last season, we get 1 goal to Valencia. We gave up 1 goal to the Athletic Club last season, the first 3 games, and we think we had a clean sheet on the 3rd game. So I don't know as far as
no, we didn't. Volume, we conceded in every single game. The first three games.
It was 1-1-1.
Brother, it was 1-1-1. So it was 3 at the end of it.
This is the truth. Yamal Garcia is phenomenal. That's what we learned through the first 3 games. He is unbelievable, bro. Like this guy, I'm not even joking. Rayo should have beat us. If football was fair, they should have won 4-1, 3-1 at the minimum.
Dude,
I don't care.
The game was played on their terms. At the end of the game, all you need to know about this game, the last 2 minutes of the game, Rayo Vallecano had 3 chances to score. Instead of Barcelona trying to get the win, it was Rayo Vallecano actually trying to capitalize at the end of the game.
You know how I view this though, bro? This is on Hansi Flick.
Yeah,
this is what I was trying to say
from the start.
When we were talking about Xabi and Hansi Flick, again, I never said that Xabi's a better manager than him, but I think like I'm sticking to my opinion that Xabi is a better tactician. I feel like Hansi Flick is being very stubborn at the moment. And this is why I said earlier, I feel like after losing Inigo Martinez, right, your back line did get significantly weaker. And the fact that you've not really tweaked your tactics that much to where now
go ahead,
Warren.
It's kind of too early to say that though, that he's being stubborn.
Well,
like, only 3 games.
Can I add in something real quick? I just did the research. Last season for you guys, in the first 3 games, you only conceded 4 big chances in the first 3 games. You've tripled it.
We would have been
already from 4.
They've done 12, and then 4 last season in the first 3.
Go ahead.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
No, but I want to say, Will, I feel like that's kind of a nothing statement of like the tactician and stuff because like we have Flick, we won last year, but bro, like the manager before we had Xavi, and Xavi was more willing to adapt, but he won less. So like I would still rather have Flick than Xavi.
I mean, but look at
I know, but wait.
But Xavi's first season, you guys won La Liga, was arguably the best defensive team in Europe. You also beat us in, was that the Spanish Super Cup that they
Yeah.
So that was his first. Now, the second season, there was a fall off. That's when we did our madness. But at the same time, I think you're going to get a similar fall off this season. It's the reason why Hansi Flick in his second season, generally, he does struggle. And I know at Bayern, he did win trophies in the second season, but that's because
he only lost the Champions League.
Huh?
Can I add something, please?
He only lost the Champions League in that second season. So I don't think
that's not true. In the second season, they didn't go damn near.
They won the league. They won the German Cup.
But you're talking about.
I'm not mistaken.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, it's Bayern and Germany. Like, they did the treble, but they just dominate domestically anyways. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
I think, but there's
no Vincent Kompany is winning league for Bayern. Come on, man. Vincent Kompany.
But can I say this, guys?
Go ahead.
But can I say something about the game? Can I please say something about the game?
Go ahead.
I think, look, Hansi Flick, he's an amazing manager. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He proved it last season. But I think he needs to learn from these performances. He needs to take a look at that
Omar's
squad.
angry.
Okay,
he needs to take
now we can let Omar speak his say. Now I
Wait.
finished.
Go ahead, Matrix. Finish. And
Well,
then
I'm making
just
a point.
Like,
I
know.
think Hansi Flick should look at the personnel that he
Go ahead,
has
Matrix.
in the
Finish your
back line.
point.
Wait. He needs to take a look at the personnel that he has in the back line and actually realize that this tactic is not really going to work for him in the long run. This season is not going to work. Against Rayo and against Levante, you are conceding a lot of chances. I know that you still got away with it yesterday because I have to be honest with you. You didn't deserve a point from that game yesterday.
No.
You deserve to
No, I
lose
agree.
yesterday.
I agree.
But I'm telling you, if you play, Mabara, if you play like that against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, what will happen to you if you play like that? This is my
Paris
only
Saint-Germain.
question, bro.
Paris Saint-Germain, Matrix.
If Paris, at your
Newcastle.
home, if you concede these chances to
Yeah,
a team
low
like
key.
Paris,
I'm not even joking.
We're overreacting, but I'll let you guys know later why.
Go ahead, Omar. Big up, by the way. But jump in,
Yeah,
bro.
appreciate you for having me.
Go ahead.
Guys, apologies for being late. I had some stuff I had to take care of. But listen, let's get into it, man, okay? I'm going to just quickly summarize the game in a very short. Terrible performance from the outfield players.
Facts.
The fact that performance from Joan Garcia, the greatest goalkeeping performance I've ever seen any goalkeeper at my club ever make. Name one goalkeeper that's ever had a performance like that, where we actually was the difference between us winning, leaving the stadium with 0 points and leaving with something. We left with something yesterday because of Joan Garcia. We should have lost that game by 4 to 5 goals. Let's be clear. They had 3 1-on-1s, clear 1-on-1s that they could have scored if it wasn't for Joan Garcia. You understand what I mean, right? We were lucky.
F-U, mate.
Not to mention another two, Omar, that were offside that he still made the saves, even on offside.
That is my point. This
insane.
brother was moving like Lev Yashin's reincarnation, bro. You understand what I mean, right? He was on smoke. But listen, man, I've talked about Joan Garcia. He is the only one that is coming out of this with any kind of credibility.
What about
Because
Pedro,
no one
Omar?
else in that locker room,
Just
no
let him
one,
finish.
no outfield player
Just let
leaves
him
with
finish.
anything less than a 5. And that's me being nice. Because some of those players, most of those players get a 0. That front attack was absolute trash. Don't talk to me about Yamal, Rafinha, or Ferran Torres. Everybody was trash. Midfield, don't even get me started on Omo, bro.
Christensen wasn't trash.
Omo, bro. Omo was
Christensen was
ass.
solid.
You understand what I mean, right? Midfield, Pedri was the only shining light, and even he wasn't amazing. Okay? Frankie de Jong was a ghost. The defense also. You mentioned it. Eric Garcia was bad,
Frankie
bro.
de
I
Jong
need
a
this guy
ghost is
to
a
play.
stretch,
Listen, bro. Just let me finish, please. Let me finish, please. Eric Garcia, I'm sorry. Put him at right back. I don't want to see this guy center back anymore. Let him stay at right back. He's been doing his job over there. Leave him there. Kunde, I would rather see Kunde as center back at this point, bro. Because you're right. Going forward, bro, he's not good enough. And this is something I knew since last season. Defensively, his work is great, right? Christensen was the only one that actually looked good in the defense. And even he was getting caught on the high line. You understand what I mean? Everyone was bad yesterday. And here's the thing, man. I'm going to talk about this now. Because here's the thing. I was listening on my way home. Everything that Jonas said, I echo every single thing of it. Here's the thing. People like to live in this bubble of, oh, well, Yamal is this, Yamal had this. Listen, it doesn't matter, bro. If he had a bad game, we need to call it out. He's not immune. Everybody gets criticized. He's going to get criticized. Doesn't matter what he did in the last 2 games. His game yesterday was terrible. And that goal that we conceded, I'm sorry. He's literally meters away from the guy who scored the goal.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault.
He's in the vision. Hold on.
It was not his fault.
Bro,
No,
he is in the
no.
vision. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to let you say that.
He is in the
because
vision
I
of the
personally
player who
analyzed
scored the
that
goal.
I personally
hold on.
analyzed it. I already
went
said
back and
it's
I
not
looked-
his fault.
Bro,
not his
I
fault.
went back and watched the goal.
No way. No
Yamal
way.
Yamal is standing behind
No.
the guy who scored the goal. He's in his vision, man. It's not like the guy was behind him and he didn't see that the player was behind. He's in his vision. He sees the ball coming. He should have been quickly trying to close this guy down. I'm sorry.
No.
That goal, you can say, oh, he's not an attacker. He's a he's an attacker, bro. It doesn't matter, bro. When you're in the
Bro, I think this is
You're muted. You're muted.
What
Omar.
type of deco microphone?
He
is
needs
that,
to go
bro?
back and look at it because I promise you and everyone, if that was Lamine
Omar,
Yamal's
you're
fault,
muted.
I would
Your
have
mic
said
is
it.
muted.
I would
Oh,
have said
yeah.
it. If it was Lamine Yamal's fault, I would have said it. It's not. Go look at Ferran Torres on that goal and tell me it wasn't his fault. That's all I'm going to say.
I think. Can I say this about the goal? I think the guy who scored was in front, behind Lamine Yamal. So I don't think
I'm not
Lamine
gonna
Yamal
go
said it.
into any. Listen, you know what it is.
Maybe, I don't
bro?
know.
Sometimes this is the problem, bro. Because why I see this in every single fan base. right? But I'm not gonna allow this to run in my fan base too. I don't care, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say everyone should agree with my opinion. My opinions are mine. But I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I have seen this in so many different fan bases where people always like doing this thing where when players are playing so well, right? And then they have a bad game, they feel like, but this guy, he's this.
Wait, so can I ask you guys? Wait, just real quick. And Omar, your mic muted
Omar,
again.
your mic's like weird.
But can I ask a question? Okay, wait. So what was the original statement that you disagreed with, Value?
That he's saying that
he said Ferran Torres was
on the goal. That it was his coverage to go. But if you look at the play, Ferran Torres is standing around in front in the box, has nobody on him. And then there's this guy by himself. Go. All right. It's your turn.
Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna put this.
Have it right here.
Hey, let me
okay,
see
show it up.
Show us the goal. Show us the picture of
I want you guys to look at Ferran.
Look at this. Okay. Can you put this on full?
Wait, is it gonna be?
Look at Yamal, bro. Who is Yamal marking?
That's not the angle. Right before that, Lamine Yamal is supposed to be with the left back right there. You see that? You see that? You see where Ferran Torres? Where's Ferran Torres? Right there, number 7. Where's he going? Where are you going there? You're leaving.
Okay. Barca value.
Look at where Ferran Torres is going.
Okay, what is Yamal doing? Yamal is close to the player.
Yamal is staying with this guy right there. Do you see that white guy right in front of you?
No, but listen, volume. I get. You can talk about Ferran Torres, but let's talk. Hold on. Let's talk about Yamal then. Yamal is not marking anyone. If Yamal was marking someone else and he was close to the player, I can say, okay, well, you're marking someone.
I agree with Omar.
Yamal is not marking anyone. He sees the player right there.
You know what it is,
with this guy outside the box.
Man, I cannot believe.
I mean, it like Yamal should have been the one.
Bro, Lamine Yamal. I'm sorry.
Run it back and look at what Ferran Torres.
Okay.
Hold on. All right. Run it back and look. Why is Ferran Torres going into the middle where there's 5 Barcelona players?
Okay, wait. So is this okay? Wait. So
where is Ferran Torres in this?
Ferran Torres is right there, bro.
Garcia.
Bro, that's in front of John Garcia. He's supposed to go wide because look at
listen, man. Listen. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with this.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 Barcelona players in the box. Why is he running into them?
Hold on, I just have a quick question because
go ahead.
So from this angle, this is the start of it. I can't tell where Ferran Torres is. So where's Ferran Torres right now?
He's by Juan Garcia.
Okay, so he's the one that's right in front of Fred.
Exactly, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
So Balde.
Play the clip, bro. Play the clip. Okay.
Let me tell you something. Right there. Okay. Right where it is right now, Ferran should have one of these 2 guys outside, whether the Balde's 1-on-1, and then where's Ferran going? Why is he just standing there?
Can I add my unbiased opinion?
Bro. Here's the thing, right? I'm not saying Ferran Torres. Wait. Barca volume. Wait a second, Barca volume. I'm not saying that Ferran Torres' position was great. But here's the thing, bro. When the cross is coming in, you can see Yamal, bro. He's looking at the player who scored the goal, saying that he's free, bro. Run and close him down, bro. That is what happens when you're crossing the ball.
Omar, how can Yamal? Because look,
exactly.
No. Okay. Play the clip. We'll play the clip. We'll see how close Yamal got.
Just look at what Ferran does. Just look at one thing. Look at what Ferran does in that play. Why isn't looking for the ball there?
Now, look, to be fair, how was Yamal supposed to know that he should be?
Well, okay, play the clip and see. Will you will see right before the goal goes in?
Look at him. Where's he running to? There's 3 Rayo Vallecano players. Where's he running to?
Can I have my opinion?
Yeah, jump in. Hold on, wait.
All right. Let me just clear out. That's 100% Torres' guy. It's not Yamal's guy. Yamal's outside the box here. Torres isn't man marking anybody. I understand what you're saying, that Yamal should be coming back in. If you think everybody is man marking how they should be in the middle, then that's what it's Torres' guy. Torres is everybody. Koundé is on his guy there. I believe, what is it? Rafinha or something?
Balde's on his guy.
Yeah, Balde's on his. Torres is on nobody. Torres just kind of leaves.
He ran like a deer in headlights, bro. He ran into the middle into 5 Barcelona jerseys.
Guys, can I say something?
What a finish,
look, man. Look.
Let me say this real quick. My point is this. I don't even care about the goal. The real talk that we should be talking is that why did we not score any goal in open play? That's my thing. Okay, we conceded 1. That could happen to anybody. Okay, it's bad organization. I hate that. Against Inter, we didn't learn our lesson off corners. But My criticism from Lamine Yamal wasn't even the defense; it was the offense. Dog, release the ball.
No, but you already talked. I heard everything you said, right? And this is the thing. Can I just quickly echo what he said? Because I don't want to forget this part. All right. This is the one thing I'm gonna say about Lamine Yamal. You know what happens, Will? You know this all the time because we live in the United States, right? Some of us here, right? You know what happens when you give a teenager everything in the world? When you give a teenager the world and you tell him that he's the best thing since sliced bread, sometimes what do you think happens to that teenager, bro?
He gets too arrogant.
It starts to get into their head, bro. I'm sorry. If you look at Lamine Yamal, I'm not someone that likes to judge people's lives outside of football, but you can see that this guy's personality has done a huge change during this past season. You understand what I mean, right? He's beginning to believe his own hype. You can see it. And this is the thing, bro. Sometimes I admire players with confidence. Teenagers show confidence, everything and all of that, right? But sometimes you can see it in people's games where they feel like, now I'm the big guy. I'm the number 10 now. I'm the face of the team now.
I'm taking the pen.
I can now do whatever I want because I'm the face. Bro, you are not exempt of criticism. This is why I'm on Yamal's neck. It's not I have a vendetta against him. I want people to understand that at the end of the day, I don't care if you wear the number 10. I don't care if you're the best thing, you're the next big thing in world football, bro. If you have a trash game, I'm gonna call you trash. You were trash in that game. He was bad. I don't care, bro. That penalty was the only thing he did in that game. Tell me what other thing he did in the game against
Can I say something very, very,
I just mentioned Rafinha. I just mentioned Ferran Torres. I just mentioned Dani Olmo. They were all trash. Everyone in the outfield today was trash. This is why I'm calling out Yamal, because when you call Yamal out, people are like, no, Yamal is trash too. He joins every one of those outfield players in being trash.
Can I back Omar for? Can I back Omar for 1 second? Here's the thing. I think Omar, do you know when I think this whole thing started with him getting into believing in it? Do you remember Nations League final before he put out on his Instagram story? Yeah, we will see on Sunday. Yeah, who actually when the Ballon d'Or gets who the winner should be for the Ballon d'Or, bro.
Yeah,
my man dropped one of the worst performances. Yeah, he did. Something in that similar way.
It was in like a press conference, right?
Yeah. When he did that, guys, pay close attention to that. When he put that thing out on his Instagram story, all right? When he did that, look at the game against Portugal when he came up against Nuno Mendes. He locked him completely out. And ever since then, yeah, and this is something I did tell. And listen, big up Frank, yeah, who's my friend. He lives in the state as well. Big Güler fan, big Barcelona fan. He even said this as well. Lamine Yamal is starting to become a problem. Why? Because he's being too selfish now. And he made this clear. All right. No worries with giving my man a pay rise and giving him freedom. But he's getting way too much and he's starting to become too arrogant now.
But you can't. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Jonas. Go ahead.
No, because like my thing is that Olmo was trash. I agree. Ferran was trash. Rafinha was trash. Brother, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not surprised if like Olmo or Ferran or Rafinha have a disaster game. Like I'm not surprised. But Lamine Yamal, your performance actually impacts our whole attack. You know when they call us Lamine Yamal dependent? You know what that means? If you play bad, we lose, right? And Lamine Yamal, you know what's so special about him? His decision making is so elite every single time. That's why he broke out. That's why Xavi brought him in when he was 15. And the one thing that he was elite at, I feel like I don't know what's happening, man. Like Lamine Yamal, I actually know he's running into traffic. I've never seen this before. I've never seen Lamine Yamal run into traffic. And the thing is, when you're our best chance creator and playmaker, but I don't need you to score goals. Like you remember Lamine Yamal last season, even when he didn't score the 0 GA games or maybe 1 assist, we would still score 5, 4, 6, 7 goals.
Look at that comment.
But at the same time, though,
look at the comment. Look at that comment. From FCB Money. Look at that comment.
What? Which comment?
Wait. Look at that comment from FCBD Money. Look at that comment my man just put in.
Yeah, pull it up.
Lamine Yamal. Lamine said. Look at that. That's what he said on his Instagram story.
He said that before the France game too, not Portugal.
No, he didn't put on the. By the way, Sam, he didn't put on his IG story. He was asked. He was interviewed.
But bro. The point is, bro, he's starting to do stuff he shouldn't be doing, bro. All right, don't stop becoming too arrogant.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't see it as a problem, bro. Like,
I don't see this as a problem. I'm being very real. This right here, I don't see as a problem. Because
he's backing himself.
Dude, he gets criticized for anything,
like
bro.
when you have done what Lamine Yamal is doing, which is something that is unseen, right? I think he deserves to be arrogant. Madrid fans complain about Yamal all the time. And then what did he say last season?
You can be arrogant, but don't let that affect you on the pitch.
What did he say? Wait, as long as I'm winning, then what can they say? I agree.
Bro, this is the same thing.
I agree.
You know what's funny, Will?
But
the perfect example, Will.
But just like Eunice said, but one second, before I let you go, but one second, I'll let you go, but I'll mute my mic. Like Eunice said, no problem. You can be arrogant if you're all that. Cool. Yeah, my idol is fucking CR7. My man's more arrogant than flipping God knows how long. But at the end of the day, my friend, like Eunice said, if it's gonna affect you on that pitch like that, bro, rule talk, then it becomes an issue. Dude, be arrogant, but control it.
Okay, can I hold on?
I already told you guys, he's the one who's been playing the best out of all Barcelona players. Why are we talking about Lamine and not the other players?
Barca value. Listen, I am no one is denying that he's one of the better players, but it does not exempt him.
Only 7 goals that Barcelona scored.
Barca value does his performances in his last game exempt his performance yesterday.
The last 7. So that's pathetic.
No.
Barcelona, you cannot have Lamine Yamal have 5 contributions out of the last 7 goals, bro. We've only scored 7 goals, and he's been 5 contributions.
Their point is when he
Barca
has
volume, you're missing the point. You're trying to bring stats to me. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what he did in the last game, bro. If he's bad in this game, we're gonna judge him on yesterday's performance. And yesterday's performance wasn't good. That's it. I'm not sitting here talking about his last 3 games because I'm telling you, his last game against Mallorca,
he was
one of our better players.
Yo, guys,
but even Lamine said he played bad. Even Lamine said he played bad.
Bro,
no, but I didn't. Do you remember? I told you that he was good. We talked in the Coolest Culture show. I told you that he wasn't bad in the game against Levante. I told you he was actually one of the few players I actually admired what he was doing on the pitch, right? Because he was actually trying. He was trying to take risks in the game. Hold on, Jonas, because I don't want to keep interrupting people because I keep doing it. Let me just say this. Look, as far as Sam is concerned, that point you just said about arrogance. Listen, Will, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of footballers that are arrogant. Zlatan is arrogant. You don't see people hate him. I don't hate Zlatan. He was actually one of those players. I actually admired him because you can see he liked to talk the talk and walk the walk. He was someone that always wanted to prove himself on the pitch. Cristiano Ronaldo, people always talk shit to him. I was one of the only people I was one of the few people that was always coming out and saying, listen, I don't care what they say about Cristiano, bro. Cristiano proved himself on the pitch. You can talk about whatever Cristiano's lifestyle was outside of football. On the pitch, the guy always turned up. So do your job on the pitch, and that's fine. And I'm not saying that Yamal is trash, but I'm telling you guys, I'm seeing a shift in change in his mannerisms on the pitch, bro. It's not like he was last season, bro. Yes, you can see he has the hunger, but you can see, bro, that being given that number 10, it's changed something in him. It's made him think that now I'm the guy. I can now get away with more things than anyone else. And that is what I'm trying to say, bro. See the little things, Barca volume. The little things sometimes you got to notice because when you choose to ignore the little things and they become a big problem later on, you're going to start looking and saying, well, I saw it coming, but I didn't want to believe that this was the path that he was taking.
Let me just say this. I've never seen before. I'm going to be honest. I don't flipping care about the goal against Mallorca. Beautiful. But, dog, you ran into traffic like 20 times before. My thing is this. I've never seen Lamine Yamal have 3 mid-games back-to-back in his career. And he just did to start the season. That's my thing. Against Mallorca, I don't flipping care. If Barcelona was on it against 9-man Mallorca, it would have been 7 or 8. I promise you guys that. If we were actually good.
So this is the thing. Can I just say this now, right? And I saw a comment right now. Can I just address this? Someone is sitting in the comments saying, but this guy is a kid. Guys, it's because he's a kid that I'm calling him out. You see, when you're seeing a
hold
little
on.
child
Well,
going
technically,
to the
he's
right
not a
path
kid.
and wrong path,
He's 18.
you have to try to advise them so that they can get out of it,
He's
so that they
going
can
to big boy
learn.
jail.
According to that party, he's not a kid anymore.
No, but here's the thing. No. But Will. This is the point here, right? People like to do this because you know these people, especially in this modern day. This is what people do, right? When you see a player like Yamal doing too much, they always like to say, "Ah, he's a kid. Let it go. He's a kid." Bro, I know he's a kid. That is why when you're a kid, bro, you learn. Okay? You see, when I was a teenager, let me tell you something, bro. My mom still had the belt, and my mom had to do that, bro. And this is the thing, bro. That made me the man I became, bro, because I had to learn, bro.
Because if you were a millionaire,
bro.
The face of Barcelona.
Yamal is African like me, bro. He's African like me, bro. Come on.
Dad, his mom can't tell him a damn thing. Like
this is my point.
He dreams the bread.
This is the problem,
he
Will.
The breads, bro.
Because here's the thing, Will. You know this, bro. Will.
If he cuts them off, they're gonna have to collect food stamps.
Will. Will you understand, bro? There's a reason we always talk about a man or a woman when they get to when they get to their teen years, right? That's the most important time in their lives. Why? Because they're going from a child to an adult, right? That moment in their lives, that's when things start to change. You understand what I mean, right? And when you see them going to the wrong path as a parent or as an adult, you have to come out and say, "Listen, man, I don't want you to take this path, bro. I don't want you to believe in your own hype right now, bro." But this is the thing, bro. Hey, listen, no problem. He's a kid. No problem, bro. Eventually, he's not going to be a kid anymore. And the whole thing of being a kid is not going to be an excuse anymore.
I agree with you.
Go ahead. Let Warrior jump in, then we move on.
Omar, I agree. I see you guys concerned. When he has bad game, of course you have to call it out. But at the same time, I feel like you guys are being hyperbolic, man.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, people
100%.
The mannerism. What's this? I'm being
brother's turning up at training. He's sagging his pants.
He used to do that. It's his last season.
Will. You know what I know?
Suspect as hell, my brother.
Well, let him speak. Let the man speak.
Let me talk.
Bro.
Stop it, Jonas. Don't interrupt them.
Can I say because we go?
Go Warrior.
We're going to move on eventually, but look,
man is sagging.
No, look. All of a sudden, these small things are coming out. Arrogant. So you guys mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Not every single, even Messi. I'm not comparing them, by the way. When they have to use bad games, they always used to live with assists, GAs, and this is what Lamine Yamal has done so far. He's scoring despite being performing bad. You guys cannot expect this guy to perform every single game, 90 plus, to dribble pass, and then on top of that, perform. But when he does have a bad game, of course, call it out. I'm not saying you cannot criticize him.
But my problem is this. My problem is this.
Last word on this, Jonas. Last word.
My problem is this. I don't care. Listen, bro, my problem is this. If he performs well, the GA is gonna come, brother. If Lamine Yamal plays well, Donnie almost gonna score. You know what I'm saying? Lamine Yamal, my biggest problem is that I don't think he's actually been performing well. And Barcelona, we know we're all Barca. Bro.
Yeah, like bro is.
But the thing is, Jonas,
finish. Come on.
Do you don't think it's too early to even say this? It's 3 games.
You gotta move on.
Can I say something real quick? Can I say one last thing? I'll be quick.
We gotta move on to Madrid.
Man, talk about
go ahead.
Talk about overreaction, okay? And I'm sorry to ruin the party for Real Madrid fans, but on October 26, 2024, Real Madrid went to the Bernabéu and beat them 4-0. 4-0.
That's in the past.
And Barcelona went on. Barcelona went on a run.
Let us turn the volume down a bit, Babada.
Barcelona went.
Matrix, let him finish. Matrix, stop being sensitive, bro. Let him finish.
Barcelona went on a run, on a horrendous run, brother. We lost to Real Sociedad. We also lost. We drew against Celta de Vigo on November 30th. We lost to Las Palmas, and then we finally beat Mallorca. We kind of snapped out of it until we went back down to earth 2-2 to Real Betis, and then we drew on January 18th to Getafe. We had the ridiculous 5-game run after beating down on Real Madrid. So you guys can have your victory lap about Barcelona drawing against Rayo Vallecano. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon, brother. So even after all of that, I just said Barcelona still won La Liga.
Yeah, by 4 points during one of our worst games.
We can overreact right now. We can overreact, but I'm just letting you know.
We did not lose. We did not lose, by the way.
Talking about Barcelona for
He
damn
was
near an hour.
just like a
All right,
loss,
let's move
Omar.
on, let's move
He
on.
We're
was
sitting
like a
here
loss, Omar. Come on
listening
now.
to you guys have a
to be
mid off. All right, let's actually talk
Bro,
about
we drew the game. Like you
Let's
would
talk
actually,
of
like, I
La
would not, I
Liga.
don't even want to know
Let's
how you
talk
guys are going to
about
react
the
when we
team
lose.
That's
That-
clear.
You
as
don't
a
want to
day.
know. Stay tuned,
Let's
my brother.
talk about
We will
the
be
crazy,
here.
man.
that picked up
Absolutely
3
crazy.
straight dubs. Okay,
Well, you
the
talk too
best
much,
team
man.
in
This
Spain,
guy.
the kings of Europe, the #1 club to ever exist, Real Madrid. That's who we're going to be talking about now. Okay, look, you Barca fans
Reyes
had
de
your time.
Europa.
Okay? You had your
Hermano,
time.
Reyes de
Now,
Europa.
We had a shaky 2-1 win against Mallorca. I wasn't that happy with the game, right? I complained about it. I think aside from the 10-15 minutes that we had after about the half-hour mark, we were poor. I think Mallorca played really well. But nonetheless, we got the job done. Dally, go ahead, brother. You've been pretty quiet. Kick us off, man.
Somebody's doing a fantasy draft right now. I'll tell you what. I heard that.
Who's that?
Yeah, no. You know, I saw what you said, Will, and stuff about it. We could be better, 100%. You know, you can always improve on a performance. You can never improve on a result, though. I think that's the thing, though. We get the 3 points. Happy to move on from there. You know, Kylian Mbappé, he still needs to figure out how to stay the hell onside. I will never understand with all that pace that the guy has. Continues to get offside. But no, I thought we were better. And the thing I think, you know, we have to think about as a whole through the first 3 games. So we have 9 points. We won every single game we've done with implementing basically a brand new 4 backline. I mean, Carreras, Dean Howson, and Trent are all brand new. Militao feels like a brand new signing too. I feel like Florentino Perez would probably call it that. Having him reintegrated here. This is all while not having Jude Bellingham and while also starting an 18-year-old in 2 of the games too. So I'm happy with the 9 points. I'm happy with some of the results too. Vinny, first back-to-back goals since January, where it was in the Copa del Rey and Champions League against Salzburg and Celta Vigo, and first time back-to-back since October against Celta Vigo and Villarreal. We can obviously be a lot better. I'm not going to be complaining about the Arda Güler goal getting ruled off. You know, I understand how that is, but
that's never a handball, by the way.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a dumb rule.
Bullshit.
It's a dumb rule.
Like the Levante pen. It's just,
yeah, you just basically can't take
be
advantage of it or
consistent,
something.
And I won't complain about it. Call that every single time.
Do you know what? Daniel, are you done, by the way? Or
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good with that goal as long as you guys are okay with the Balde not being called a pen.
yeah, but that was never a pen.
That's
But
not
that
the
was never-
penalty.
That was never, but that was the thing. Everyone agreed that wasn't a pen, to be fair. I would say
no,
that.
that's what I'm saying. At
By the way,
least I
Dally-
like that I saw that consistency when at the moment when it happened. I'm like, okay, at least I know that it's consistent. The Balde was a handball. Arda Güler is a handball.
But you know what?
Sam, go on, Sam.
Here's the thing.
I'm going to go after you. Go on.
Yeah, here's the thing. I am going to make this clear. It is 3 wins now, but I genuinely think, number one, I don't want to see Franco start the next game. When we go back against Sofia, bench him. Number 2, stop playing him as a right winger. He's not a right winger. My man's a 10. All right? That's number 2. Number 3, that formation.
Is he really a 10? I thought he was a winger.
No, he's not. Because
he don't have the pace for that.
Here's the thing. Listen.
No, but I thought he played right wing for the
Number 10 as well. Number
What's
10.
that team?
River Plate.
River Plate. I thought he played right winger there.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
Cam.
look, at the end of the day, look, Belisab Sabi, the coach on my Madrid Soldiers podcast, my man warned me long before he even, entered that pitch. He told me, Blancos, we have to play him as a 10. He can play as a 10 just as good as a right winger, but he does not have the pace to play as a right winger in Europe. Fair play. You can now see
when
it
have
as
you
well.
seen that he's slow, though?
What?
I haven't really seen him have to chase a through ball or beat somebody.
No, but that's
I
not-
saw it in the Club World Cup. He don't
Yeah,
have
and
pace.
it's not even just that. It's not even just that.
I
Look,
don't know.
listen,
He's
it's not
techie,
even
but
just
no
that.
pace.
We have to change. For me, as soon as Camavinga, I mean, you can start with Camavinga because he's going to be back now after the international break. But as soon as Bellingham is back and he's fit, switch the formation back to a 3-5-2, back to what you were doing in the Club World Cup. Because I'm going to make this clear. I don't think you can play this 4 at the back stuff without a control like a Toni Kroos, a Vitinha, or a Pedri. I don't think you can do that. So do that, and I think I think these players will go up 2-3 levels more. And same with the whole team. I think Carreras, as good as he's been, I think he will do much better. I think Trent, when you play him, you will use more of his skills. And I actually think the attack, will be so much more fluid and so much better, in my opinion.
Can I give my thoughts also on the Madrid performance? Of course, we could have done way better. Yeah, some of the stuff out there, like Mbappé again. I'm going to say Mbappé had a poor game, but Mabara, again, he's looking sharp when it comes to finishing. He seems like if you give him a half a chance, he would bury them.
Yeah, he's not missing anything right now.
No, he ain't missing. Of course, he was offside, but again,
the only stupid thing is my man is too rash, Matrix. That's the issue. He's too rash.
Of course. He needs to calm down a bit. Mabara, just give the defender 2 or 3 head start. Mabara, 2 or 3 steps head start. You will still catch the defender anyways, Mabara. So you don't be in a rush. But at the end of the day, we collected our points. We have played 3 games. We have only conceded 1 big chance. And that's a major change in Real Madrid because our defense was our weak point last season. But it seems like Xabi Alonso is getting that defense together. And I told people we have signed 3 new defenders. If you look at that back 4, 3 of them are new players. They are making their debut season at Real Madrid right now, Mawala. So that backline is not the same as last season. And Trent, I have to give it to him. Mawala, defensively as well, solid.
If he doesn't make if he does not make that tackle, that would have been too clear. Man, them don't even realize. Matrix, that was
opportunity.
This game, he was not good defensively.
Who? Trent?
Miguel, if Trent Alexander, if he did not make that tackle, they would have been. It would have been 2-2. It would have been.
I'm gonna be very honest. I think your fullbacks were. I think your fullbacks were the best thing in that game. Carreras and Trent. And this is the thing with Trent, bro. Will we talk? This is something you mentioned when you guys signed Trent. Those passes into the box, bro. This is the thing with Kylian, bro. I've said this. I'll tell you this about Kylian. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Kylian Mbappé is not a striker. You can tell, bro. His positioning in the box. If he was a striker, he would have known with his pace. He doesn't need to be as close as he is to the defender. He can give the defender a yard and still catch up to the ball if the ball comes. He can just say, Trent, yo, just put the ball right there. Don't worry. I'll still outrun this.
Yeah, it's on the instinct.
But you can tell he doesn't have it because sometimes he's usually offside. He's trying to run back on side and trying to go back, and the thing is sometimes when you're coming from an offside position and you're trying to come back on side, it's an inch. It's literally one inch. He's
not even doing that. He's running way too soon. He's running.
Once the pass is made, that's when the line is drawn. So if you're not onside when the pass is being made, then you're already offside.
Why is he not onside? Why? Because he's running way
that's the thing.
too
Like
soon.
I mentioned, positionally is what's important. Positionally, he's not Will.
His shoulder.
But wait. But it doesn't matter, bro. Listen, offsides is nuts, bro. You get offsides literally for having your fingernail.
That was
offside, bro.
So Mbappé has had this problem forever.
But forever. Someone like Kylian, right? Kylian is not someone like Filippo Inzaghi, bro. Inzaghi wasn't fast. He had to be behind the defender. That's why he was always caught offside. Kylian Mbappé is one of the fastest players in the world. He doesn't need to be near the defender as much. That's why I said his positioning, you can tell as a striker, he doesn't have the striker instincts positionally. Yeah. Because if he did, bro, this brother would have had a hat trick.
Even Messi and PSG put him some balls sometimes, and he was always offside.
And that's the thing. Yeah. Exactly. He wasn't good. And this is the thing. I'm just gonna quickly say my analysis. Right? You're right. I don't think performance-wise it was the best performance, but a win is a win, right? At the end of the day, I'm gonna be very honest, man. You guys had a slow start. And I think, honestly, I'll be honest, right? I knew when you guys considered that goal would wake you up. I was like, you know what it is? I would have preferred if they considered in the second half. Because then you can be like, okay, one half, but they considered very early and you knew that was going to wake them up. And listen, guys like Arda Güler, I don't think he had the best of his games, but he scored. Vinny was also similar. I don't think Vinny had the best game, but he got his goal, right? And he took his goal very, very well.
Arda was really poor for the first third.
But to be honest with you, Will,
I
don't know about you guys. I don't know about you, Madrid fans. I mean, you guys.
He does not have the fitness, mate, to play 90 minutes. He does not have the fitness to play 90 minutes.
Apart from your fullbacks, would you honestly say that your outfield players actually played well in the game against Osasuna? Because I don't against Mallorca, because I don't think they did. I think your fullbacks were the only ones who did well. Carreras, bro. That clearance by
Yes.
Carreras.
Oh my days! What
That
a clearance.
clear. If you win the league this season, well, I told you this. If you win the league this season, that's going to be the clearance that won you the league.
By the way, not just Carreras and
Dude, one foot up and he doesn't get to it. One foot up.
One more player deserves a shout out. Chouameni.
Woo!
Yeah,
Tank.
he was good.
By the way,
Tank.
Can
there is
I
a
ask
reason-
something though?
there's a
Now that you
reason-
said that,
Miguel, just one
When am I gonna
last
get my
thing,
flowers?
bro. real talk.
Hey, okay, well, yeah. Give Will his flowers, man. He's been singing the Chouameni
hold
song for one life.
Carnage. Will, there is a reason why this guy is my favorite player in Real Madrid. Yeah, man was like, why?
Chouameni?
Yeah, that's my favorite player.
Federico.
Yeah,
Federico.
bro. There is a reason why I said Chouameni is my favorite player, bro. Man, them don't even realize how important this guy is. Yeah, and when we switch from the three at the back, watch how important he's going to be for that.
I
Yeah,
got a
Wait,
question
so,
for
hold on,
you.
wait,
I got a
so
question
when
for
has
you.
Chouameni been your favorite player? Because when I was
Since-
I don't
ever,
know.
since, ever since he joined Real Madrid.
Really? Oh, okay.
Even though
look,
last season he stopped.
I want to
Look,
ask you guys something because
Go ahead,
I think
Mike.
it's
El
really
Halcón.
interesting because look, I do agree. I think nobody has benefited more from this system from Xabi Alonso than Chouameni because I think he was playing
Facts.
out of position last season. I think he was being sacrificed all over the place with Ancelotti. I mean, you guys know the story, but what I do want to ask because clearly I think Chouameni has been the player who has stand out the most from this system. But
Him and Dean.
do you guys, in all honesty, because this is kind of what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the same thing you guys are seeing. Like I see that Chouameni has been playing incredible. But I want to know if you guys think the same way as I do. But I think the player who's kind of being sacrificed a little bit, who still hasn't found his rhythm, and I asked you guys the other day, is Valverde. Because I think that Valverde last season with Ancelotti was playing much, much better. He still seems to me the guy who still can't get the rhythm going with Xabi Alonso. But I want you guys to tell me.
Wait, so real quick, let me ask you a counter question. Like, what are you seeing from Valverde to say that he's not? Because I don't think Valverde has been a issue
I thought that he was just having a lot more groove into his teammates. Like I feel like he was into the box a little bit more. I think he was closer to the box area. He was scoring. I know he just a couple of games, but he did play the Club World Cup.
But
but he doesn't seem to be around the ball as much as he used to.
No,
And
no,
I
That is
don't
why-
see his
Wait,
performances.
Because he has to change the formation. He has
Wait,
to
wait.
change the formation, bro. This formation ain't gonna work for some of
He
these
has
players.
different tasks this season. Fede operates on the right. Right now, we have a right back that needs protection. I have watched the games. Fede covers for Trent.
Yeah,
and
when
Fede
Trent
is just
gets
doing
up.
Fede is just doing the dirty work. I have not seen him put a foot wrong. Of course, he's not more involved in the offense, but I think he has a bigger task this season. I think basically the whole right-hand side is his. He needs to cover both offensively.
Yeah, he
and
just doesn't seem like his own
Can I
self
say this?
with
Nah,
Madrid.
Barca
volume.
Well, very quickly, do you think that this Madrid midfield is still missing a creative midfielder? Because I feel like
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
about to say
big
that.
time,
I was
big
about
time.
to say
They
that.
dominated
Can I
this
say
game
this?
against Mallorca, but they
Hold on,
couldn't
wait.
capitalize.
We
Sorry
scored
about that.
4
Yeah,
goals.
I was
Baba.
about to
We
say that. I
scored
think
4
the
goals.
reason that
Go
the
ahead.
reason I believe I agree with volume as well. The reason why Valverde is not that outstanding or one of the best player on the pitch usually is because Xabi Alonso plays possession ball. You guys always have the possession. When it comes to breaking down these low blocks, sorry, but Valverde is not that guy. He's not that guy. This guy thrives when the game is open. When he's making runs.
But he was taking more shots, even like
transitions.
against Low Blacks last season. Like he was finding his areas, his spots where he could take some shots, and I just don't see it this season, bro, at all.
It will come. It will come.
Go ahead.
Because
Fede-
I keep telling you, man, he has to
Wait,
change the formation to
wait,
suit
you want
it.
to
This
finish?
is what I'm saying.
Real quick.
No,
Go
to
ahead.
be fair, right?
Go
Fede
ahead.
Valverde has always been like the guy for Real Madrid who's done like the dirty work. So like I always say with Fede, even when he's not having a great game offensively, he can have like a 10 out of 10 game defensively. Because let's be honest, bro. Like they said, Fede last year before Carvajal got injured, brother, there's a reason. As much as everybody says Carvajal was amazing, one of the best right backs, that's because Fede honestly extended Carvajal's career because the guy always covers just in case if he gets beat. And that's what he's doing with Trent right now.
Yep.
But I'm looking at Real
Even
Madrid.
more now.
Yeah. But I have to say this about the Real Madrid. I don't think Franco should be starting. Like, I really don't think he should
No,
start.
he shouldn't be.
Like, I don't know why. Like, next game, you think he's gonna start? He started 2 games in a row now?
Nah, I don't think he'll start.
And I say this as
He
well.
has
I
to
was
be
actually.
dropped.
Do you know
I was
what?
actually
He has to.
surprised that.
Do you know what I would do? Rule talk. Yeah. If Camavinga is actually fit, do you know what I would do? Rule talk for the first thing. bench flipping Franco, put Camavinga in, you go back to the 3-5-2, and you know what? Mbappe, and then real talk, I'm gonna say this, yeah? Unpopular opinion. I play Gonzalo Garcia up top on that game.
Ooh, you know what? That's
You know
not-
what?
that's
You
not
know what?
bad.
I think that would not be a bad idea, Will, because I
That's
feel like
actually not a bad
if you
We need a
I feel like if
target
you put,
man.
I think if you put Kylian Mbappe out in the wings, you can.
No,
he's
but
gonna
there's
be
a
more
problem,
dead. He's
though.
gonna be
There's a
deadly
problem
year
for Real
over
Madrid.
there.
You
gotta
can't
have-
do that.
It's not
You
just
can't do
it's not
that.
just it's not just about that, bro. When we're crossing the
bro.
ball, unless if it's a free
Look.
kick or a corner, we are crossing it into a bunch of dwarfs. They are not going to win the
Yeah,
ball.
fair.
There. I keep telling
Xavi's not
people
going to
that.
do it. Xavi's
Yeah,
not going to do it.
Can I give my opinion on the so?
All right, listen, if he dropped Vinny for that for Rodrigo, but Miguel, we don't even know what he's going to do. That man, let's be honest, he could do anything man, if he does that.
Yeah, I think your guys' complaint about Fede Valverde is he's not scoring. I guess that's the thing because
Not just that.
Well, let me say so against
Taking shots.
Oviedo. Against
What about
Oviedo,
taking
he had
shots?
93 touches, so he was involved. He had 10 passes into the final third. He had 4 chances created. I mean, against Mallorca, like, sure, it wasn't as good. But I guess here's the thing. When you talk about Real Madrid, you guys saying we need a creative midfielder and stuff out there. We are missing the best midfielder in the world right now with Jude Bellingham.
Maybe
Take-
that'll change.
I mean, you take out Pedri from your guys' midfield. How do you think you're going to be doing?
So who do you guys think is going to go out, though, instead of Jude?
Franco.
So look, so here's the general breakdown, right? The only reason that we're running 4-3-3 on the ball, 3-4-3 with the ball. Sorry, 4-3-3 yeah off it, 3-4-3 on it. That's what I meant to say. Is because Jude and I think if Camavinga was fit from the start of the season, I think we stay in that.
Thank you.
But the thing is, though, our right wing isn't giving us any outlet, right? Like, it's very clear that Rodrigo does not want to play on the right. He prefers to get whatever minutes he can on the left. So now that means you have to operate with either Franco or Brahim. Now, when Endrick comes back, Endrick could play on the right. We'll see what he does to get him minutes. But when Jude comes back, the right wing is gone. It goes right back to what you saw at the Club World Cup, where it's the 3 at the back.
Even Camavinga, Matrix,
are high up the pitch.
Will. Even
So
Camavinga.
Will, if you play a 3 in the back, do you think that he's gonna put Trent? I mean, I don't want to. I just want to, because I was about to just walk out just for a second.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that when you play the 3 in the back, you think he's gonna play like Huijsen, maybe Militao, and Carvajal like a back 3?
No, Tchouaméni starts. Tchouaméni.
He starts in the defense.
Yeah, because that's what it was during the Club World Cup.
And then he goes up, and then he goes up into the midfield when we attack.
So our best formation was the back 3, right? It was Courtois in goal. It was Dean Howson left center back, Tchouaméni in the middle. I think, what was it? Like Rudiger / Asensio, but they were shit. So it'd be Militao at right center back. Then in the midfield, right, you have Trent right wing back, Valverde, Jude, Arda, Carreras, and then Vinny and Mbappe, or Vinny, Garcia, Mbappe, Garcia, however you want to do it. But that's what we cooked, because that was when Tchouaméni was playing. He was starting off in the back line, but then he's still running into midfield.
Yeah, Will, I'm telling you, he's not. This formation will not last for very much longer. He's going to change it very soon.
No,
just watch.
Xabi just being adaptable to what's available. Go ahead.
Yes. Tony. But no, I was gonna ask the Madrid fans, right? Like, because I said in the group chat, like, I think it was one of the nights, bro, recently, and I was like, should Real Madrid go for like a right winger, like a creative like right winger? Because you guys saw right now, and let's be honest, Xabi Alonso at Leverkusen, he switched up the formation depending on the game. Let's be honest, he wasn't only one way. And I was like, Real Madrid, I'm looking at your right wing options, right? Franco is not a right winger. Arda for me is not either, right? I'm looking. Rodrigo doesn't want to play there. Who is gonna put? Who's gonna? Let's just say.
Yes.
No. Don't even fucking start that useless piece of garbage on the right wing. Don't even do that.
We can't be so reactionary, bro. Franco just landed from Argentina.
He's raw, bro. He's not ready. He's not ready. He's raw. Very raw.
He will be fine.
Yeah, in the future, next season, maybe.
Him starting so early to me is a problem. He should have never been.
Will, why would you play him in a formation that is clearly not getting the best out of him? This is the point.
Yeah, but at River Plate, he ran right wing.
Yes.
But he inverts inside.
Yeah, Habibi, stop comparing flipping South America to Europe. Europe has much more pace in it.
No,
He
but you
doesn't have the
can't
pace.
say that he can't play as a right winger when he did it all last season. And at
Because Will, this is what you're doing now. You're comparing.
teams in South America.
Yeah, Habibi, Habibi, again, listen to what I'm saying. He does not have the pace to do it in Europe. This is the
Absolutely.
point.
I
And
think
was
the
warned.
thing
And you know
with
what? And you
Franco
know what the
Have
thing
you
is?
seen him be
Bro,
slow?
but-
I've
but-
We
not
have
seen
to
him.
be
Will,
patient.
Will,
We have to be patient.
But I
Will.
haven't
He
seen
just
him
came.
in a position
Will,
where he's
Will, you can
lacking.
see by
Okay,
you
okay,
can see
let
by
me-
his
let me explain why.
profile. He's not built
Will,
for
let me
right
explain.
in my opinion.
Hold on. Let me explain why quickly, and then I'll let Miguel go.
All right, go ahead.
Will, one of my guys who comes on my podcast every flipping Wednesday has watched Franco longer than anyone on here. All right. The first thing, I'm not even lying. Before even Franco played his first game for Madrid, my man told me, "Yo, do not put him on the right wing. Why? He's not gonna have the pace. He's not gonna have that pace. It's
Not ready.
yeah, and that's the point. You wanna play him? You play him in Arda Güler's
Did Messi
position,
have
and then
pace? I'm confused.
What?
Was Messi not
Bro,
cooking
Messi
on,
had
on the
pace,
right wing?
bro.
Did like
Yeah,
you
he had-
comparing fucking Franco to
No.
Messi now.
no?
Messi
what I'm
had
saying
pace
is,
for days.
big up
Messi
to
had pace for days.
what
You
I'm
mean
saying
back in
is,
the
This is
day?
big
not-
up to the guy.
Or
Yes,
now?
Messi had
pace.
Messi had
wait, you mean-
pace.
You
Yeah.
Hold
know
on,
about
hold on.
young Messi.
But
What
that
we
to
doing
me
here?
You know about
is
young
irrelevant,
Messi,
Bro,
right?
Messi
I'm
was
not
legit.
comparing.
He could do the roll
Hold
runner
on.
thing too if you
Wait.
want to.
To
I'm
answer
not
your
comparing
question,
Franco
yes,
to
he did
Messi.
have pace.
But what
Yeah,
I'm
he did have
saying
pace.
is, this is not FIFA,
Ankara
right?
Messi,
You don't need to
Ankara
have
Messi,
95 pace to be effective, like on
I
the
am-
wing, bro. Like we're going against
Okay,
low
cool.
blocks more times than not.
Look, what
His
I would
pace
say on
is not going to help
Mastantuono,
him.
what
Go
I
on,
would
Miguel.
say,
Go on.
what I would say on
Pace is
Mastantuono is
only
like,
needed for counterattacking situations, which
No.
we're rarely in. So
I
pace
I
doesn't
just
matter.
I just think that he's not ready because he shouldn't be starting right now. I think that's kind of hurting Real Madrid because he like people are saying like he doesn't have the pacing, but I think more than anything right now, what he doesn't have is like, I don't know if I should say the IQ, but sometimes he makes a mistake where he feels like, okay, I'm gonna make this move, and he'll do it kind of like being a little silly, and it doesn't work, bro. Like I saw the first time I saw when they guys played up against Inter, he was trying to like dribble past him, doing some gambetas on Bastoni, and dude, Bastoni was just standing there and just took the ball from
Are you
it
talking
from the
about
kid.
River
Like he tried to put it, in the
Okay.
Club World Cup. He tried to put it in between the legs, and Bastoni was just there like get the freaking hell out of here, bro. Like this is one of the best CBs in the world, by the way. And silly him, he thinks he's gonna pull a little triggering here and there. Like sometimes I've seen him with Real Madrid. Like he thinks that he's gonna make a move, and that move is gonna work, and he just loses possession. He gets dispossessed too much. So I think sometimes he just thinks that his moves are going to work, and it's not working. The game needs to slow down for him a lot. And so
Who would you start then, Miguel?
I mean,
instead of Franco, like what's available right now?
To be honest with you, even though some of you guys don't like it,
Ceballos?
I still think that even Brahim or Rodrigo are better. But I know Rodrigo doesn't want to play on the right. I would much rather have Brahim Diaz there than have Franco Mastantuono. I would probably bring Mastantuono in the second half, like 15-20 minutes, just so he can get that rhythm going.
Miguel,
But it's just
Miguel,
better, though. I understand
Miguel,
like Brahim
he's
is not the
a
best
starter.
option, but it's
He's
a better
not a
option.
starter. Yeah, but
Can I
Miguel,
add to this,
every time he started, he's been crap. He's been crap, Miguel. Every time he started, he's been crap.
Sometimes you just gotta give him more rhythm, bro. Just more starts.
The reason why I think Franco Mastantuono is not an out-and-out right winger is because first of all the guy is more than technical. He what you say? He's more on the
He's a
technicality
10
side.
too, bro. He's a cam as
and
well.
every time this guy inverted, he looked amazing in my opinion. So why not get the most of him when he plays in that central area? The guy.
That's what I'm
first of all,
saying.
in
No,
top
but
five.
I think no.
He ain't better than
Nobody's saying that
Let me
he's
say
not
this
better.
as well.
He's not better.
Wait,
dude, are you
no,
wearing
are
that
you?
name,
But
Steve-O?
nobody's saying that he's not better as a 10. I don't like that's not the argument that I'm making. What I'm saying is he can play on the right wing. I think we're being overreactionary when I'm saying that the guy didn't even have a preseason with us, right? He literally was getting minutes immediately. I think that was the mistake.
Yeah,
Him
that was the
starting
mistake.
2 out of our 3 opening games is a mistake because, yes, our right wing options is just him and Brahim at the moment. So I get it, right? Franco's potential is better than anything that Brahim
Why not just do the
Fine, I have
4-4-2,
to
guys?
say,
Why
but
not just
he
the
can.
4-4-2?
I mean,
Bro,
maybe,
I
but
have to say,
but
Will,
Gabby's
this guy-
experimenting. Wait, just one thing, Jonas. Just sorry, brother. And then you could jump in. I think we just should not be reactionary after 3 matches saying what he can't do. just because he hasn't just come in and been a 9 out of 10.
But it's
Go
the
ahead.
silly decisions, Will.
but
It's just the silly
Will,
decisions.
Will, it's
He'll
not being
learn.
overreaction.
He'll learn.
Will, it's not being overreaction at all. This you can see the profile. You don't even
Exactly.
have to wait. This guy is not all of a sudden what you say get like 55
Gareth
pace
Bale.
plus. You cannot. You have to be able to make separation
He doesn't look
between
slow
the left
to
back.
me.
No,
Man,
Will, let me just break it down. Let me break it down.
He
Will.
hasn't looked slow
My thing
for
is
you.
this. Sam, real quick. My thing is this. Like when I'm looking at because you said pace and all that. Lamine Yamal, when he broke out when he was 16, he didn't have pace. He didn't have strength. He was still cooking guys because he's a winger. He can dribble in tight areas. I don't think Franco is really a dribbler like that. Like on the I don't see the dribble.
That's been one of his best qualities. Is
But
only
we have to
guys
wait,
like that.
honest. The season just started.
No,
We
one of
have
his
to
best
wait
qualities,
for-
Will, is on the ball. Like he's
I
very
think
technical.
he's
You know what he reminds me of?
Thank you.
This is gonna sound really funny.
Yeah.
When he's on the
He's
ball,
very
it reminds me
technical.
of Messi, how Messi treats the ball, like how he just puts it on and he looks and he has a little bit of vision too. Like I see the vision. I see what when he's on the ball,
Exactly.
he's incredible. Like that's I would say that his strength is not dribbling. His strength, I think, it's on the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
let me-
that's
let
what
me-
I'm saying with the
Yeah,
winger.
best thing you can do-
I know,
Well-
Sam. I just want to say this real quick, right? I think as a winger, I don't know if that's gonna be his best position, like in the future. I think he's more of a number 10. You know what I'm saying? Because
The best thing you can do, to echo what Yunus said before I let Danny go and then I'll shut up, the best thing you can do, switch back to the 3-5-2, let Arda start, then when Arda needs to come off, sub him off, you bring Frank on, you let him play in that position, and like Miguel said, give him the ball, then he will have the ball much more, and let him see what he can do. Stop playing him on the right wing. It's not going to work.
Yep, fair enough. No, I think to kind of echo what you guys are saying, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but at the same time, we've won every single game that we've had. We've got to see Franco throughout these wins still.
But
and
he's
from
been
that,
shit, Dali. That's the point.
But that's the thing. We have seen it. You know, not all 18-year-olds are going to be Lamine Yamal. I think that's the thing. He has set unrealistic
sure,
expectations for all 18-year-olds. And so let's say if he wasn't playing, we all be saying, well, Brahim shit, I want to be seeing Franco out there. We've seen Franco now. Now that we've seen him, we have Camavinga coming back. Maybe we can be doing Ceballos, stuff like that too. We can kind of adapt. But at the same time, we've seen him and we've still got all 9 points. So I'm okay with it.
And that's and I'll give you guys my 2 cents on the game because that's the beauty of having a good defense, by the way. When you have a good defense, you can try out things like Franco Mastantuono on the right wing and you can get away with it because, you know, it's
Rafinha
not going
at
to
the
hurt
10,
you.
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you got away with it, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We're also down too. So like,
I'm gonna be honest, man. When it comes to Real Madrid, right? 3 points, 3 games. Most people will say that, and it's true. 3 points, 9. I mean, so I'm sorry, 3 games, 9 points, right? But from a Barcelona standpoint, I'll say this: it's not looking pretty. It's not looking good right now. We have a lot of things that we need to fix. We have a lot of things that we just see you later, man. We just have a lot of things that we need to be better at. And from the Real Madrid standpoint, I want to tell you guys something. And probably Will's probably going to agree with this because he's the biggest Vinicius Junior defender. I feel like when Vinicius Junior clicks with this Real Madrid team, he can be just as impactful as Mbappe, if not more. And I think,
Miguel,
Miguel, how much
UCL with Vinicius being our best?
Miguel,
that's what I'm saying. So from my standpoint, as a Barca fan, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can see a gear there that Real Madrid can go with if that clicks. So that's my only concern is Real Madrid. Is Mbappe going to keep playing the 9 now, and Vinicius is going to have to play there still? So that's the only question mark that the Real Madrid has. But look. In that goal where Vinicius scored, I mean, it was a great goal. It was classic vintage Vinicius. But in my opinion, though, he actually does make a mistake because he had Carreras on the left. He had Mastantuono on the right. In the middle of the box, Mbappe was there. He dribbles inside in front of 2 defenders, and he takes the difficult shot. And now he did score the goal. It was a good goal. But all I'm saying is I think he needs to play more with the team. But when he starts to click, I mean, as impactful as Mbappe is, I think Vinicius Real Madrid can have another gear here if Vinicius keep this going.
Miguel, do you think Carreras is one of the biggest reasons why this defense has become so good?
Dean. I would say
Huijsen.
probably Dean. I mean, the way
Yeah,
that
I
you
mean,
think Dean?
aside from Dean.
Oh,
yeah,
aside
because
from
I think Dean just
Okay.
controls. Dean kind of controls everything, and I feel like when he's on the ball, dude, like his sizing is big deal too. Like when you guys are getting crosses into the box, it's not perfect yet, but from what I've seen, like. I mean, there's a lot of things I like about your signings. Like I said, Trent puts up that beautiful pass. It's all on Mbappé. Trent puts a beautiful ball there. Like, he just Mbappé not being on side. That's the only thing.
But it was like 1 millimeter, the volume. It wasn't like offside.
Yeah,
so
I
much.
know.
It was
But what
just
I'm saying, though, like, I still don't like what I'm seeing from Trent defensively. Unlike you guys saying he had a good game
I don't know what
defensively.
game you watched.
I don't think so.
don't know what
I
game
think
you watched.
Mallorca was attacking in transition on the left side for most of that game. So that's why I'm like saying, like, sometimes he tends to
But
stay
you
back
saw
way
that
too much.
tackle that he
Still.
did, Miguel. If he doesn't make that
yeah.
tackle, Miguel,
I will
it's
send
an
you
open
that-
goal. It's an
that
open
clip
goal.
later.
Yeah.
But I
No,
have
I'm not
to-
saying he doesn't make any defensive
Can I-
You're
plays.
saying
I
as a
mean,
Can I
whole,
add
he
to
didn't
this?
defensively.
as
do
an
it.
overall, I
ask
still see an
Matrix.
issue that when Carvajal is there, I don't see that defensively.
Okay,
No,
now look,
of
and
course.
fair enough, because Carvajal is better. But I do want to ask Matrix, because so when Miguel brought up that Vinicius could be as impactful as Mbappe, you were saying something that got go ahead, bro. Like what point were you trying to make?
Nothing, which is Vini would never score those amount that the Mbappe scored.
Oh,
Mbappe would
okay,
score
okay.
40 plus
I
goals
agree.
a season. But
I agree.
what I want to say is that
Impactful, though. I said
actually-
impactful.
Yeah, it's
impactful,
impactful,
yes,
though.
yes. Of
Impactful
course,
doesn't mean
we
goals.
have,
One with Vinny.
look, if
Go
we
ahead,
have
Matrix.
Vini on his best form and Mbappe that finishes all of the chances, I'm telling you, with that defense as well, we will be cooking this season. If
Can
that
I add to
happens,
this?
though.
Can I add to this on Dean Huijsen, by the way? Especially
ahead.
on set corners, you guys are looking more
He's
scared.
the
I
target,
think this
yo,
guy.
bro.
We have
Bro's
powers
body is
now.
25% neck.
I mean,
We
I
have
knew he was
option.
tall. I knew he was tall, but look at the first goal.
He's the
That,
tallest.
that assist to Arda Güler was crazy.
Beside Courtois,
You know,
Courtois, he's the tallest man in the
How
squad.
tall
But
is
wait,
Courtois,
wait.
Matrix? What, like 6'7"?
6'7".
I think it's what 195.
197. He's 197.
Brother, what is
Yeah.
that?
Six, I think, right?
He's like six.
It says 6'6".
6'6", I
I
think.
see
On
that
top
six,
model.
six, bro.
Oh, he's 6'6".
But
Yo,
look,
bro,
Damn.
I have to be
how are
honest
you
here.
just born and you grow to be 6'6"? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
You know how
You
tall I
should
am?
be- who?
How tall are
I
you?
have 1
I'm
minute.
6'1", bro.
Are you
I
really?
go to certain places, I feel tall, but then I go other places and I see like
Wait,
these
Will,
folks
how tall are you?
bro?
Babara, let me
I'm like
speak.
Will.
6'4", 6'8". I'm like, yo, bro.
Wait,
Like,
how
yo,
tall are
yo,
you?
I'm not gonna
lie.
Wait,
Look.
Will, how tall are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
I don't
Oh,
know, man.
damn.
I don't. Will,
Ah,
Okay,
Oh,
can
yeah,
I
yeah,
give my
yeah.
analysis about the game, guys? Can I give my analysis?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Can I know I only troll Babara. I need the opportunity to actually talk about football as well. Yeah. But the only thing that I want to see is I see amazing signs in this team. First of all, that the manager has actually the balls to rotate. It looks like finally we are rotating. We are using all the players, and we will need all of them. It's going to be a long season with 50 plus games, and I think, Mawada, if you made it to Real Madrid squad, you're good enough to play. We have to give these players a run for their money. Mawada, you're getting weekly salary, yeah? At least play some minutes so you deserve that fucking money, Mawada. And against these teams like Kairat and these players, we have to rotate because we're going to play against Kairat 2 days after the Madrid derby. I'm not trying to see Valverde and these
I think that game's getting moved. I think that game's no. Matrix is getting moved. One of those games is gonna get moved.
Yeah.
we
When it
cannot
comes
play.
to Vini though, I'm seeing tiny
Slowly but
improvements.
surely, he's getting back
Slowly.
into his own, right?
He needs to build on that.
2
I need
goals,
to
1
see-
assist out of the last 2 games.
If I see 10 performances in a row that you are performing and you're causing problems and you're scoring a goal, you're getting an assist, then Mabara, maybe I will shut up. But
If
for now,
Vini-
you have to still keep going.
Bro,
You have
if
to keep
Vinny
going.
comes back to 2022 or 2024, bro, I'm telling you right now, yeah,
He's done.
bro, I'm telling you right now, we are. Then I'm making
With
this
that
statement right now.
defense as well.
Bro,
with that
exactly.
defense.
Bro, if he
Hmm.
can go back to that form with Mbappe on the attack, then Jude behind, bro, rule talk, yeah? Habibi, the Champions League and the league is both mine. Both of them. If
You're
my
not ready
record
yet.
is-
Defensively, you're not ready yet.
Wait, can I say
but-
this? No,
no,
hold on.
I do think
Sam,
You
so.
are
Sam,
I
most
do think we could.
definitely not
Sam,
ready
Sam.
yet.
Let me say this real quick,
Definitely
bro,
you're not
because
ready yet, bro.
I don't know, because the
You
thing
are,
is
you're
that
fraud.
you guys, okay, fair enough, 2-1 win. You guys also had a 1-0 win. But my thing is, I want to see Real Madrid against the good teams in Europe because
Yeah.
let's
Have
be
you seen the schedule now coming up? Have you seen it?
What?
Have you seen our schedule? Have you seen our schedule now coming up after the break?
Liverpool away, everything else is easy.
Bro, Real
Liverpool away, everything else is easy.
Bro,
Mabara,
it's
we have you like
Sociedad
after
you, by the way,
okay, then, Mabara, easy work.
Atletico Madrid away.
Let's see how you guys
You,
do it.
when we've played El Clasico, by the way, Rayo Vallecano away.
Exactly.
Just wait.
You guys,
It's
you
coming.
guys win there.
Very easy.
You guys have a
Rayo
good
away,
record there, no?
Mabara, very easy.
What?
You guys have a good record besides last season. You guys win there, no?
Nah. We struggled there, bro. We
No,
struggled.
Rayo-
there.
Everyone struggles against Rayo away. Everyone.
They're a good team, bro. They're
Hold on,
very
yeah.
underrated.
How are we only at 104? You know, I feel like my viewers are like,
They are moving like Danny Olmo versus Rayo, my brother. Smash the like button, my
You guys
brother.
know like
Don't miss
every
the subscribe
Dude,
button.
Danny
What's
Olmo
going
was
on
so
there?
Like
terrible,
Danny
bro.
Olmo, my
It's
friend.
dude, I could have had a better game, dude. I could have laced it up after 3 years off
Yeah, Olmo
and
was
played
bad.
better than Danny Olmo this game,
Nah,
bro. I
this is a
swear to
Better
God.
than
This
Jude,
is
some
crazy.
people said. Yeah,
Dude,
better
that
than
ball that
Jude.
Danny Olmo did,
Hey,
I would
bro.
have
Big up
scored that.
Andrew for the
Sure.
super chat. And you dropped this a while ago, bro, and I completely forgot. I hope that you're still here. I apologize about that, bro. We just been going at it. But he says, bro, tell Volume I love his content, but bro, Yamal has been buns the past 3 games. He's turning into See, you have to do all that.
Buns, my brother. Yeah,
You have to do that.
buns.
I don't like that you threw Vinny underneath the come on, bro. Come on.
Hey,
Random
Vinny's the
shot of the
example.
end.
Dude, I'm the only Lamine Yamal
Buns,
defender. I
bro.
cannot believe that. I can't believe I'm the only one who defends
Bro,
Lamine
I'm
Yamal.
a-
And that
Lamine Yamal
hairline,
defending,
Lamine
but
Yamal,
how-
that hairline looking suspect.
Nah,
too, my brother.
come
We
on.
saw that
Hold
hairline,
him,
yeah, that
bro,
looking
I just-
suspect, that
bro,
hairline, man.
I defend
19th
Lamine
birthday
Yamal
to
enough.
Turkey.
Bro, I
That's
defend
what
Lamine
happens
Yamal
like when you
enough,
dye
man.
your hair and permit like every week.
Like, bro, hold up. Lamine Yamal-
Salon d'Or.
Nah, that's crazy.
I love that one.
Salon d'Or
That
is
that
crazy.
cracked me up, man. That was funny. That was funny, dude. How
Salon-
did they come up with this shit?
But Volume, I'm also a Lamine Yamal defender. Don't throw
Yeah.
me under the bus.
I know, that's right.
Don't
Yeah.
throw-
I
Yeah,
see
Bawala,
you.
what
I
is
see
that?
your word. Yeah, I see
You
you.
tell me, what is
Nah,
that?
no way.
Bawala?
Is that real?
Explain this.
Yeah, I think
What
that's
is
real.
that, my friend? What
AI,
the hell
AI.
is
All right,
that?
look.
It's AI,
All right,
bro.
look. I'm gonna say it because I'm black, so I can't get canceled. But you know when you see like those people that just look like apes?
Oh my god.
In that
bro.
picture,
Don't
you look
do
like an
that.
ape.
Don't say
I'm
it,
not
bro.
gonna
Don't say it.
Hey, look, bro, friendly fire. Friendly fire.
Hey,
It's
Matrix,
okay, bro.
turn the camera on, man. Matrix.
Yo, Matrix is dead.
Don't do it,
Bro,
bro.
this guy is moving mad, man. He's killing me here.
No,
And
I
look,
heard
bro,
that.
it's like saying the N-word, bro. Like I'm allowed, bro. Like you like
No,
it's just black.
dude.
Nah,
people.
but that was edited, bro.
But I
That
just need
for-
explanation.
That's
No
his
way, that's
verdict,
real, though. Actually, look at that picture, bro. That's
That
not
can't
real.
be.
That is-
By the way, show it.
That is not real, bro.
You telling me that bro don't look like Caesar from Planet of the Apes?
Bro,
Oh my
Come on,
god.
bro.
Oh my.
Just change the topic, bro.
Bro,
It's for your own good.
Hey,
Bro
let's
said
move
Lamine-
on. Let's move
bro
on.
said
Bawala.
Lamine Yamal looks like
No,
Kylian.
but look, you were asking a question, Will,
Bro
and I
said-
do want to say this before I go. Honestly, like you're asking, like who had a better off season. Now, I don't think it's close. I mean, I'm very surprised. So far, the 3 games is a perfect time to talk because it's into the international break, right? So we can get a little bit of an idea after 3 games. And honestly, like your prediction looks really good right now because you said Real Madrid, and they've only allowed 1 big chance. I don't know how that works because Real Madrid has conceded more than 1 goal. So how is it they only allowed 1 big chance? I have no
How?
idea. But
How?
what
We
I
have
will
conceded
say,
one goal.
There's only scored
Yeah,
conceded
Oh,
one
okay,
goal.
okay. So the only big
Yeah,
chance
I
was
was
the
about
1
to say,
goal.
wait,
Okay,
what?
that makes sense. That makes sense. So
I actually don't think that they're the same, to be honest.
okay, but what I will say though, like I mean, the fact that you guys have such a good defense, I did not expect that. And now Mbappe's form, I did kind of expected that, but now that I'm looking at it, he even looks better than I anticipated. Like he looks like I don't know how he went this game without scoring a goal. Like in that first half, he looked like he would have scored 4 goals, and all of a sudden, what happened to Real Madrid in the second half? I'm not sure. They have a little bit of question marks too because in the second half they could have been better. They couldn't close it out. Mbappé seems not to do anything in the second half, but those are the only nitpicky things I can see. But other than that, I mean, you guys are firing all cylinders. Barcelona has a lot of things to fix, especially on the defensive end. But overall, man, if I have to say, I got to hand it to you because you said you guys gonna win La Liga, but I didn't see Real Madrid be this good this early.
Okay. I mean, to be honest, though, have they like defensively? Yeah, but like offensively, I haven't been wild. You know what I'm saying? One
Barca
good game
fans, we are coming for you.
But
this
Eunice,
season.
I am telling you, when he switches that formation,
the Mallorca game should have been 4-1, bro. I think it was
number one. That is true.
Yes.
Number two, as soon as that formation is switched, to the 3-5-2, the attack will look so much better,
But what
Jonas, three were called back on that one.
Yeah, exactly. So that game should have been a rout. But what I will say though is, the calendar for Barca coming up, we should just we should steamroll some of these teams. So things are going to start changing. I think the Real Madrid schedule gets a little tougher going after the break.
Yes.
Barcelona's gets a little easier, except for the Champions League, of course.
Yeah, no, that's actually true. Also, like we played 3 away games back to back. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, we've won La Liga titles dropping points at Rayo. Like I feel like maybe just that result, maybe I'm overreacting. Like it's not actually that, bro. We dropped.
No,
points
it's not
Rayo.
only the result, Jonas.
No, and I was going to say that, and I forgot. This is Barcelona's third road game in a row.
That's my point. I'm not mad at the results because we struggled at Rayo before.
Yeah, you're mad at the performances.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's where it is because we played 3 road games. Of course, like when you have a home game, it's different, right?
Even when you lost last season, I don't remember you guys playing this.
Oh, they lost to Atletico, and they should have smashed Atletico to pieces. They should have smashed them to
even
pieces.
The games that you lost last season, you didn't play this bad, man.
Exactly.
This game,
legit question: when's the stadium open? I'm not even trolling.
So apparently,
I
know I saw the news, but it's hard to believe because I don't know what's a rumor, what's an actual confirmation. What I did hear was that Barcelona, it's going to get the okay to play the Valencia game at the Camp Nou, but they have some sort of deal with the Johan Cruyff Stadium or whatever. And I guess they already said that they were going to set it over there, so they're not going to have it at the Camp Nou. I have no idea, dude. Who knows at this point? But I was supposed to get the green light to reopen in the next match.
No, Barca, you know what's happening? I think it's so basically we're going to return to the Camp Nou against Valencia, but just in case. If it's not available, we don't get all the approval, the licensing, right? All the paperwork. Then I think we're gonna play at Jordi Cruyff, which is like.
I heard that Wednesday they're supposed to be confirmed Valencia at the Camp Nou. Valencia, Barca at the Camp Nou. So
we have to beat them, by the way. Valencia, legit, we owned them last year.
You'll slap them. You'll slap.
Bro, they are even weaker. They lost their keeper. They lost Mosquera, the center back. They have nobody, my brother. They are wide open. Bend over.
But they're not playing bad. They're not playing
bad. They beat Getafe 3-0 last game. So
they're not playing bad. They're playing
you gotta remember, Valencia beat Real Madrid and they held 7 against us. So like it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna lie.
Hugo Duro, vamos Hugo Duro, piece of dirt. I hate him.
Bro, you know that.
Look, guys, let's wrap up here, right?
Yes.
Great episode of Football Chaos to start off this international break. Hopefully, we get a bunch of news that comes out so that we got something to maybe talk about on Friday. But look, man, big up to everybody that's here. Shout out to the chat. Big up to everybody that's on the panel. Make sure you guys go into my description. Subscribe. Everybody's links are there, or you could just type it in. It's been on screen. Shout out to Football Matrix, Dali FC. Big up Blancos, Waria Cooler, Barca Reacts, Omar BYT, Barca Volume as well. And yeah, this is going to take you over to Omar's channel, actually. I think he's doing a live. So look, when you guys go over there, let him know Carnage Raid, right? Smash his like button, subscribe to him. But again, make sure to check out everybody's channels and turn on all their notifications as well. Real quick, what are you guys going to be doing during this international break? Because this is where it gets a little bit slow. These next 8 days.
No, I mean, you talking about like in real life or YouTube?
No, like content.
YouTube, of course. YouTube.
I'll tell you how to stay with you. I know.
I have class. I don't care.
I mean, I got a panel show tomorrow, and then probably some more lives, bro. Just a lot. Let's see, bro. Depends if Barcelona gives out news to the fans or not.
Okay, go ahead, Sam.
I'm gonna make a stream. I'm gonna cook that lying Kiko Suarez wannabe journalist guy.
Oh my!
I think Oh yeah.
again.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Once
I think.
again,
I thought you
I think-
already cooked
yeah.
it, no?
No. That guy, yeah. Now he's deleted his pinned tweet about Rodrigo. Yeah, cool. Say less, mate. Yeah, I'm on to you for that one. Yeah, you ain't going anywhere anytime soon, bro. And that's the last time I'm gonna cook that guy.
On
Yeah,
Wednesday,
yeah.
on Wednesday, I will have a live stream and I will analyze the first 3 games for both Barca and Real Madrid on Wednesday.
And-
this is what I
and-
will be doing on the channel.
This guy's coming on my channel as well. And like I told you, Will, backstage, League
Yeah,
Gunners
yeah,
Big
coming-
up Dali
League-
and Dave and
Yeah,
and,
League
Will
Gunners,
for
League
joining
Gunners,
my channel
yeah,
too.
League
Thank you,
Gunners
guys.
coming on my channel. League Gunners coming on
Okay.
the channel.
Nice.
International break.
Dally, what you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, I got a couple discussion boards I got to complete, you know. But no, in reality, you don't even know what that is, Will. Did you?
A discussion board. Nah, I do know what that is.
Okay.
That's
No,
like from school, right?
yeah, I was making fun of Jonas there,
Yeah.
but,
Like
yeah,
in college and shit, where you
didn't
got,
hit.
Like,
Didn't
Come
hit.
on, bro. You trying to catch me out?
No, we
Will,
got
You
Will.
know?
Dave is on the channel tomorrow, so we'll be chatting with him. And then we got Matrix and Sam. They're gonna hop on with me this week too. So we'll
Tuesday, I
dope,
think. I
dope,
think it's
dope.
Tuesday.
Thursday.
But
Warrior.
Will, I need to tell you something, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
I think to spice the things up, we have to create like a competition between ourselves and predict the games each week, bro. Each Friday we predict the games that happens during the weekend, and then we count points on the Monday show.
All right,
And
yeah,
at the end of the season,
you know
the
what?
loser should
Maybe
do a
we'll do
forfeit.
that starting after international. But that's a great idea.
Not a bad idea.
That could be fun. But
The
like
losers
Warrior,
do
go
the
ahead,
hot
bro.
chip challenge. I would say like something.
Yeah,
a
I'll
crazy
probably do some
forfeit,
lives as
Mawala.
well.
Let's
I'll
go.
do some lives soon, man. Probably, yeah. I'll bring some of you guys as well on my channel.
Okay.
Be more consistent. You know what I mean? But yeah, Visca Barça as always, man.
Nah.
Yes, sir.
Puta Barça siempre.
Puta Barça.
a la
Nah, he
Madrid,
had to
nada
say it
más.
right now, bro. Whoa, Visca Barça, bro.
Get out of here, man. Okay, right before we end, big up to Real Madrid. Ram says nobody likes Barca. I actually like that. I like that. Again, this is gonna take you guys over to Omar's channel. Let him know Carnage Raid, and we'll be back, people. Holla Madrid.
Adios.
Holla
ciao.
Madrid.
Holla Madrid.
That they didn't say.